Hello everyone, welcome to Wayward Dice. I'm Kale, your host. Again, for the second time that's already happened. I'm your host, Kale, and today we're going to be doing our second session of Dragon Heist. Now Saturdays are going to be a little bit different than Fridays, which some of you might know. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a rotating cast of characters. Where each of us will be playing 1, 2, maybe 3 different characters, maybe even up to 4. It really depends. The party size is going to be larger, 6 to 12 or so, for dungeon crawls. I'm going to be playing Dondo Goldheart, the Dwarf Rogue, and Lakaelin, the Veil, a Scourge ASMR Paladin. And we also have...
Hey guys, I'm Aaron. Thanks for having me guys tonight. Good to do some little D&D, you know?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been like a year?
I don't know, something like that.
It's been a year or two, I think.
Also, side note to everybody else, I have a horrible cough right now. My throat is killing me from allergies horribly, so just apologizing in advance. Tonight... Tonight I will be playing Jurasi. He is a human. He's also a rogue. His backstory is kind of, you know, he's kind of like a, I guess you could almost say mafia type guy, you know, just, you know, respect, you know, give me the respect.
Yeah. We already got the accent.
Right, perfect. Right, yeah. And I'm the other guy, you know, just traditional Asian, you know, Yuzi type guy. That's his name.
Yeah, it's
he's
like Juzi.
Yeah, Yuzi.
Yes.
Yuzi.
Well, like that second one, or the last one.
Yuzi.
Yeah, maybe like more of a whisper.
Yuzi.
These guys are perfect for you.
And what race? What racing?
Ranger. He's a human
class.
Ranger.
Perfect.
So
I think he was a companion to Lakaelin.
Yes, Lakaelin and him are good friends, and also Lakaelin will be acting as the functional party leader. Okay. And Zach.
I'm Zach. I'll be playing Malthur Jatarje from last week, and Zanarikid, also from last week. Malthur Jatarje is a human wizard with a dark secret that only comes out at night. And Zanarikid is a Kalashite human who's also a barbarian and chaotic evil, but he's more just for himself than doing evil.
Yeah, so, and then I'm Nathan. I'm serving as the Dungeon Master. Like Kale indicated, we might be shuffling around who plays which characters. If Kale's the only player, he might play all 6 characters. He might play 8 characters. The party could get pretty large. We're looking for a kind of like an older school dungeon crawl feel where there's lots of PCs for me to kill off with dice. Obviously not myself. I would never do that. We are playing Dragon Heist, the latest published adventure from Wizards of the Coast. And using this to set up for the Undermounted adventure coming out next month in November, which is going to have a massive dungeon for us to explore. So this is the setup session for that, and it's involving rumors of lots of gold. Dragon gold buried underneath a metropolis. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. This adventure also comes with a map of the city, and since Aaron's joining us for the first time, I'll show him the map.
Wonderful.
That
7 of them.
So a coastal city. Like
yeah, yeah. So this is the largest city in the lands.
Right.
It's set on the coast. There's a big harbor, water deep. It's got deep water harbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get it. And so there's lots of different wards. We're currently down in the dock ward area. Which is kind of like this scummy, like all like the sailors and like trashy people are down there. All the rich people are up here. So we're down here in this crappy area.
Okay.
I think
Southern
each of
peasants.
is another house.
Actually, and I think we've actually traveled. We kind of started up here, and we've traveled down. We're playing like right down in here.
So it's like more the north you go, the wealthier it gets.
Yes, all the aristocrats live up in this area.
Yeah.
Class division.
And the palace is like right here, and there's like a mountain. Anyways, yeah. So we'll kind of elaborate on that, but this comes with the thing with the game.
You see, the building or the structure of the city was put in mind with trickle-down economics. The money goes south, right?
Is it gonna storm?
Good. You know,
that
that sounds like it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's been thundering all day.
So if the stream dies, it's because the electricity went out. But
or the internet.
Hopefully that won't happen. So. All right. So previously we had a session 0 where we created a couple characters randomly, which I think was Dondo and Xanar, right? Or
was it Xanar or was it the other guy?
No, Xanar was created on our session 0.
Yeah,
Okay,
Xanar
so
was,
Xanar.
because that's your handwriting, so you made him. And then the other ones, I randomly generated some characters, about a dozen of them, so 4 of them are in play now. But there's others ready to go in case these guys buy it or go into early retirement. So that's the way we roll. All right, so in our previous session, the characters were in a famous tavern called the Yawning Portal. And there was kind of like a bar fight. Oh man! So the thunder's happening. I sense we're gonna have a PC death tonight, possibly more than one, maybe all 6.
No!
So they came
Let's
across
hope
a
not.
character named Volothamp Gedarm,
I gotcha.
and Volo asked the characters to look into the disappearance of one of his friends, and the friend's name is Floon. Kind of like spoon, but floon, right? So, anyways, he said he'd pay you guys 100 gold pieces or dragons, 100 gold dragons a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 6 of you, so they make 600 gold dragons, and so that's a lot of money. Not as much as the rumors of all the hordes of dragon gold, but this is like some ready money to find a guy. And so they've been traipsing across the dock ward, following clues. And they went into this old Zoblob shop and got some trinkets and things, and then ended up at the Skewered Dragon, which was like an old tavern that was kind of like beat up. And there they got some hints that they had seen, some people had left the tavern after Floon and another guy. So Floon and another guy had been in this tavern, and some guys with like markings, like tattoos, had followed them out, and then they had disappeared. Floon had. And so they said that those are some regulars, and that those guys had a warehouse over on Candle Lane, and you just had to look for the marking of a flying snake, like a black flying snake marking, and I think that's where we left off, right?
Yeah.
So you guys made it to Candle Lane. There's a couple detours and so on. Watch the previous stream for that. That would be Dragon Heist Session 1. And so now we're going to pick up Dragon Heist Session 2. You guys have found Candle Lane. And I'll start, just since we're playing a pre-made adventure, I'm just reading the flavor text in the boxes, so just for fun. Gloom envelops a narrow alley as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane, like a distant candle. And as far as the time of day, it's late afternoon. The season is early winter, so it's cold. Again, you're by like the sea, and this is like a bitter, cold wind area, especially once it gets into like precipitation. The streets will be really icy. It does get severe winters here on the coast. Think like the northeast of the United States, how like in the winter times it can get really icy and that sort of stuff.
Right.
But we're just like on the early onset. Currently, the streets are fine. There's not been any precipitation in a while, and it's late afternoon, so it's chilly. You guys probably have like capes and stuff. I'm seeing like lightning and stuff outside, so we're saying since you guys are approaching Candle Lane that there's clouds rolling in. We're just going to play at the atmosphere, so if anybody can pick up the thunder in the background, it'll just add to the ambiance. And so there's a storm rolling in from the sea right now in game, and you guys are now on Candle Lane.
All right.
On Candle Lane, is there a barber shop?
I think that's Penny Lane.
Ah, you got it good.
So it's dark down Candle Lane.
Yes, because the buildings are like 2 to 3, 4 stories tall.
Alrighty.
They block out most of the sunlight because the sun's not directly overhead; it's at an angle, so everything's really dark. And at the far end of Candle Lane, I should say, is where you see like the flickering candle. Like there's one street lamp still like burning at the far
Okay.
end.
Michaelin is going to she's going to hold up her so she has a halberd as her main weapon, and she's gonna make the tip of the halberd glow as she walks. So she kind of uses it just a little bit like a walking cane.
How's she gonna do that?
She has the spell light. And she casts light on her.
What color is it glowing?
It's definitely glowing bright bright green, like emerald green, like her skin. But
All right.
not
So
many
the
people know
immediate
that.
vicinity, about I think 60 feet or so, is illuminated with like this magical green glow emanating from the end of the halberd. I think a halberd has like an axe blade and it's got like a pointy spear tip. So there's a spear tip glowing then.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, I have the tip. But basically, any of the metal part is glowing.
And it's definitely storming outside.
Oh yes.
So, all right. So, so the halberd's there
Yep.
now in your immediate vicinity. Everything's really run down. The street. Are your windows down?
I left my sunroof up.
Oh, go get your sunroof. All
That
right.
could be.
Yeah. So a storm has just rolled in, and it is like raining and lightning. It is really raining.
Okay.
Aaron's gonna be wet when he gets back. So.
Yeah, Jose left the wagon roof off.
Yeah, he's working on fixing it
I
right
don't
now.
remember if I closed my garage. I'm pretty sure it was closed. Yeah, I closed it.
Alrighty, I guess let's continue forward.
Okay. So on either side, you don't see. There's just some like closed-in houses. You don't really see any sort of markings in the immediate vicinity. The whole length of the street, we'll say it's several hundred yards, several football fields in length. So it's like a
Oh, wow,
long
okay.
alley. It's just really dark, and you can just make out in the distance like the
Uh-huh.
winking light of a far street lamp that's not been busted out. All the other ones, it's just like a dark alley, and it just kind of meanders.
Would you allow me to have two things glowing at once from the spell light?
No, when you recast it, then
Yeah.
it cancels the initial
Okay,
one.
then I think, can I feel around the ground for maybe like a rock? Could I find a rock by chance?
I mean, it's magically illuminated, so you can see rocks. Yeah, there's like
Oh, I know. Okay, it's raining. That's
I think
Confirmation.
sure.
there's a
He's-
towel right there.
He's sort of soaking wet right now.
No, not that one. To your left, there, that one.
Oh,
Wow.
So, how badly is it raining?
It's moderate, just a slight chance, of
In game, it's
of it
also
being
raining now.
pouring. Really?
Yeah, so just to help you get into the mood.
Maybe
Do you guys want to step outside?
Yeah,
So you get
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
it's okay.
feel like-
One of our
Please
viewers, he made,
Tell me your
he made
sunroof
a
is actually closed.
Nathan.
No,
Nathan-
it wasn't.
So,
I was hoping.
so they can hear the thunder, and one of our viewers, he made a clip, and he named it "Sounds So Sick," because the thunder sounds awesome. This is perfect.
So they can hear it?
Yes, yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Let's.
All right.
I guess let's continue.
So you guys have
forward.
entered Candle Lane, and the sound of the gods foreboding is
Aaron, you left your sunroof open.
We don't know who Aaron is or what a sunroof is.
You hear that boom from the sky.
it's a waking dream. All right, so you guys are making your way down the alley. What's the party's marching order? Are you leading the way with your green glowing halberd, or
I was actually gonna make a rock glow and then throw it, so then we can kind of like see, if there are any kind of like figures down the way.
okay, just just throw a glowing.
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
and
Basically, throw a glowing rock and then make my halberd glow again, so we can see from where we're at.
Do you have Mage Hand? You're just gonna have it. You can just have it carry it in front of you.
I don't know if I have mage hand.
Oh, you do have mage hand?
I
Oh, so you just
believe-
like
yeah,
hold
I
it.
do, yeah.
You hold. I make a rock glow, and you can hold it in front of you.
Right.
Oh,
So the party's preceded by a glowing green rock. We'll say it's a piece like a half broken brick. So it's like a brick that's
All right.
broken in half, like some just like masonry or cobble in the street.
I love it.
And then your mage hand, as you guys are walking along,
Mhm.
is preceding the party and illuminating the shadows nearby. Okay.
All right,
I
cool.
just noticed our fireman just came in from the pouring rain.
Our fireman.
Fireman?
Penny Lane. I'm going with that.
Oh man.
Still going with that theme.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, there's little beetles scurrying in the ground. There's 4 of them crossing the street in unison.
One only has
This-
no shoes.
This. I don't know how to respond to them laughing.
Okay, so party order. Who's leading the way? So we've got the mage hand
Like
with
Caleb
it.
will be leading the way.
Letting the Kalen, and then next, should we just go like kind of like in sequence, or do you guys have a specific order you want to go?
Malthus
that
in the
probably-
middle.
Yeah, my rogue's gonna be probably trailing behind, so I'll have the front and the back. If you want to be in the back with me, it's up to you.
I think didn't you say Jose?
Jose.
Or Jose
Mhm.
was some wasn't
Yeah, he's pretty good
they
friends with Caleb.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
they're in the front,
Okay.
and the rest in the middle, and then who's bringing up the
Dondo
rear?
Goldheart.
Okay, so Dondo the dwarf's bringing up the rear.
Yes.
All right, let's go on with it. So you guys are like
Alrighty.
now, say maybe traveling. You're about a third of the way down. You've seen some people kind of looking out when they see like this glowing rock with like this like it's just like glowing and floating in front of you, like this party of like armed people. People are like kind of like just closing the shutters, and you see like, little like eyes just kind of peeking out of you.
Then I guess they're not really
And,
used to just like an enclave
yeah.
of people walking.
very
There's a
strange.
cat kind of like cleaning its paws and like watching as you guys go by. It's like off the side. It's got like big patch of like mange and stuff where its like skin is like poking through from like its mangy hide. So
Also very strange.
yeah, but you still don't see any sign of the flying snake marking anywhere.
Okay. I guess we continue forward toward the flickering light.
So we'll just say, just for sake of time, you guys make it towards the end, and you can see that there is actually a street lamp at the end of the street, kind of like a dead end part of the street. There might be another alley branching off, but you're still maybe about 50 feet away.
Okay.
And anyway, the street lamp's well illuminated, and then in this end of the street, there's a couple like open areas that are kind of like fenced off, and it's more like kind of a little bit more open. It is really raining. So now that the street's opening up, there's more rain. Like the buildings aren't like blocking the rain as well. And so you guys are just getting like rained on. Some of you may be pulling up some cloak hoods and that sort of thing.
Obviously, his characters forgot to.
Man, I wish I had a cool cloak.
Do we have any sort of like fantasy umbrella?
You just cast Mage Hand over top of yourself so it doesn't rain on that one spot.
I think you have prestidigitation, so your wizard can do whatever you want with the elements.
Yeah.
And so when it opens up within like the fencing areas, there's like some wider like openings in the fences for like wagons to go through, and you realize it's kind of like a smaller like warehousing area at the end of the street. But the alley's barely wide enough for wagons to squeeze through, anyways. And on the right-hand side, as you're looking down at this, where the street lamp signifies the end of the street, on the right-hand side, there's a warehouse, and it has the marking you're looking for here. So it's basically a like a black snake with wings. I don't know if I have a picture of that anywhere for you guys, but anyways. You would probably know that it's the this symbol for the Zentarum, which is one of the 5 main factions in 5th edition.
Sure.
I think last week I showed you guys the faction.
Yeah, I always seen the faction paper.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it. I think once we looked at it,
it's fine.
It's gone.
Oh no.
Anyways.
Oh no.
What are you doing, Aaron?
I think he is steak with wings, man.
Oh,
That
he's
is-
he's using his beautiful
You're
That
using
is-
beautiful really
art-
liberally right
art?
now.
is that able to be called art?
I think that's
Okay.
a magic art.
Yes, so we'll just go and show you what our craftsman Aaron has created for
Those
us.
are my private notes.
Nathan, I think it's appropriate to show.
Uh-huh.
It's quite beautiful. If you can see, it looks like a fish with fins. I hope you can see this.
It's
It's,
like
a,
a-
it's a
flying
steak with wings.
Perfect.
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
All right, so
There
you
A
we go.
snake with
Here we go,
wings.
Aaron, there's your.
It's my.
Alright,
Hey,
okay,
that's my
okay.
intellectual
Let's return to the game.
property on it.
Moving back to what we were
Right.
actually should be doing.
It's kind of like a snaky tadpole. All right, so what you have here is a 2-story warehouse on the right-hand side. It's got a small courtyard that's rectangular. I could probably draw this out if you really wanted me to on our table.
I think it's
we
fine.
can wait for now, but if we need to later, I can.
Okay.
So it's got kind of like a rectangular courtyard, and it's got a double gate in the fencing, and does not appear to be like chain shut or anything. And then beyond that is a larger double doors going into the warehouse, and then off to the side is a small window. It's kind of like an L-shaped warehouse building, and the window on the left-hand side has been painted over, so you can't see through it. On the second story, there's no windows visible on this side. Okay.
Okay.
And so this symbol is kind of like just crudely painted over the double doors of the warehouse. So it's obviously like a Zentarum
Alrighty.
house here.
I think Kaylin is going to explain exactly that with the precise words you just used.
Alright, so the Kingdom explains we found our place. The Zentarum probably like hold up here.
Yes.
Last known location of Floon, according to the half-drunk sailors back in the bar.
All right.
This is your best lead.
So since you just
All right.
So what we'll do, so that's the scene.
Yeah.
So now if each of you just kind of describe if your characters do anything.
Yeah.
If they're just waiting around, then we'll just leave them out of the narrative. For now, they're just
Okay.
standing there. But if your character's taking action, describe that, and then
Yeah.
we'll resolve the scene.
Caitlin's gonna like walk up and like kind of approach the door and start kind of investigating it, and kind of push on it if it's locked. I think our rogue, Dondo, the rogue dwarf, I love his name. I just cannot get
Just
past
don't
his
mispronounce
name.
it.
Dondo. Dindo. Dondo, he's gonna walk around the building and kind of like see if there are any entrances from other.
All right, so all the buildings have been really close together.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like an L-shaped building butting into like the next
Oh, so
warehouse
it's
to its left,
connected
and
to
to the
it?
right, it's connected to like some houses,
Okay.
like narrow street houses. So the main thing is when Lakaelin pushed on the gate, it like gave before, so it's obviously ajar.
Oh,
so you'll be able
okay.
to push them both open.
Yeah,
so
for
let's
sure.
go to Aaron's characters and then Zach's characters.
So, Juicy, he has him, he does have him, stealth.
Uh-huh.
So, he's going to suggest maybe he tries to go in first, tries to peek it out a bit, because, he has more of that stealthy side to him, I think.
Yeah.
So you want him to go in first?
Yeah.
Right. Zach, how about your characters?
Zenari Key is prepared to kick down whatever door is in front of him. Holding his Falchion, however we decided to pronounce it last session. He's pretty much already inside.
Xanar? So
Yeah.
he's kind of like, so she tested the fence doors, and he's kind
He
of
just
just like,
kicks
he
it?
just like pushed it open.
Yeah. She's like, oh, it's open.
Okay. So it goes, there's like a slight creak as it like, so the outer fence doors are both like kind of like pushed open by Xanar, and then your Jose says, I'm gonna sneak in and check it out. So what's Xanar do when he says that?
I'll make a distraction by killing everyone.
He then stabs a knife through someone else's heart. Right. No in-party killing.
Start
Please.
stabbing ground.
Darn you, Earth!
Okay, so let's resolve this.
It's Veyron, not Earth.
Hold on. So we'll use Earth in the little e sense of like the land, like the soil.
Yeah.
But we're technically playing on Faerun in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Who's counting? All right. So Xanar, is he gonna actually wait, or are,
No.
are we gonna ruin the plot?
He's ruining the plot.
Okay. So what?
You're gonna ruin the plot.
We'll say that your characters are going ahead to sneak in. There's the painted over window off to the left of the courtyard. There's the main double door straight ahead. Is Xanar going straight for the double doors?
He's going to do it a little bit slow. Because he is afraid of traps. He's run into a fair bit of traps in that desert. But he will...
So he's
approach.
advancing straight to the doors.
Yeah,
did
he is
he
going
come
straight to the
Alright.
doors, but making sure his
Okay.
steps are true.
So let's cut to Aaron then. So Aaron,
He's just
you-
going
your
to go
ranger.
on the left side.
where the window is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going
Um,
to kind of peek and peer through.
Now
there.
you're a ranger and not a rogue, so usually the kind of characters that like pick locks and things are usually the rogues. I think Jurassic might even have some thieves' tools. But anyways, Jose goes up to the painted window.
He actually does have some thieves tools. So
Yeah.
Jurassic and
Is he just following him over
Jose,
there?
they'll just go together.
Okay.
Um,
So Jose checks the painted window, and it's got like a simple lock on the inside.
Okay.
And he kind of like points at it, and Jurassic comes up and looks it over,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, I've got the." He's like, "I got a whole set of tools for this."
Yeah. All right. Jurassic's like, don't worry. Let me try to do this. You
Okay.
know. It's like.
So with your D20 there, you're gonna add his proficiency bonus, which is +2, and then you're also gonna add. Is that Jurassic? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. 2,
+2, and then also his Dex bonus, which is
3.
yeah. So you add 5 to your D20 roll.
22.
Oh man! All right. So he like easily like picks the lock, and it's kind of a little bit stuck from when it's been painted over, but the lock's been defeated, and you can like the latch has been released, and then with a little bit of effort, it like slides open, so you would be able to actually go in.
Okay.
Oh,
Does this
cool.
look like a bedroom or like kind of like a
No,
office?
so you
side
peek
room?
in. It's really dark on the inside. There might be like a lantern or two, so just like really faint lighting, and it looks like there's lots of like boxes and stuff, like warehousey type boxes.
Okay,
And
so
it's
it's kind of
not
just a
orderly. It's
storage
like
room
this
almost.
is yeah. So this is like a dump house for like criminals.
Oh,
Nice.
It's like a warehouse, but like it's being used by criminals to like.
Gotcha.
So there's lots of like stacks of boxes, but it's really dark. You can
Yeah.
barely make that out.
Right.
Oh, you are human. Most of us are human, which makes it kind of balanced for dark.
Don't forget the whole
encounters.
courtyard is lit up like in a magical green light from the halberd.
You and also the giant.
We'll
the
say there's
green
even like a
throated
green
brick.
beam kind of shining through the window when you open it,
Oh,
and
that's
kind of
super
illuminating
cool.
it a little bit. So, all right, so let's go back to Xanar. So while they're picking the windows, I guess he can notice that if he even remotely looks over to his
Basically,
left.
the moment they open the window and look in, they would hear a loud thud as he starts kicking open the door, or at least attempting to.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Is that a 8 or a 10? Proficiency, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes. So we'll say because he's like attacking it, so he's proficient with boots.
That'd be a 10 then.
Okay. Let me consult the thing here. Can be forced open with a successful DC 10 strength check. All right. Also, does he have athletics?
He should. He's got acrobatics. He's a dancer.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too. Yeah.
He's a dancer.
Okay.
You know, you gotta have a side hustle, you know?
So we'll say because you just meet the criteria barely. We'll say because of the finesse with which he struck the door.
He did it with a backflip. It was.
Yeah, he just did it. He
Was he kind of like
he backpedaled off
prancing?
it.
Yeah, he had like his hands out to the side. He had this big flare to it. It
And
really-
then he roundhouse kicks it, and it like
He's like sitting here
it's
doing
finally
a
on
dance
the-
and then just bam.
it's like ding ding, and it like finally like cracks and it kind of like loosens the door. So the
Okay.
door's been loosened. All your attempts at stealth have now like obviously been like subverted by Xanar's antics.
Well,
And since that also is risky behavior, you can have this beautiful pink acrobatic inspiration die,
Perfect.
I
which
do wanna
basically
point
means a
out-
reroll.
their attempts at stealth aren't failed. His are.
Ooh.
Is.
I think
R
that,
is.
I think that during this time, like Kaylin, like when she realizes that no one's trying to be stealthy, I think she kind of like approaches somewhat cautiously up to like the biggest source of sound, or biggest source of like finding something new. I think she'd probably find the karate kick a little bit more interesting than the opened lock.
So, so there's like a gust of like rain like beating down on you, and some of the wind actually kind of like pushes the door open, like just like the double doors in the warehouse just slightly open.
Nice.
And of course, with the kicking and pounding, like if there was anyone inside, they're obviously like aware that you guys are at the main doors. However, the side window, you guys have been kind of stealthy.
Right,
So let's
right.
cut back to you two.
Okay.
The window's like ajar. It's not fully open, but you could open it to where you could get in. But
Okay.
let's see what you guys
Yeah,
do.
we'll just obviously try to get in the room. Just try to squeeze through the little,
Go through the window.
try to open enough,
Yeah, like Kaylin just
squeeze
kind of
in through
pushing
it.
the warehouse.
Hold on,
doors
let's stay
open.
with them.
Okay.
But we'll come back to the main doors. So
Um,
now we're
I
going to split
gotcha.
the two scenes. We'll have the window crew, the two guys over here, and the other four at the main door.
Oh no, Malthus not at the main door. He's gonna go to the crew after they're inside.
So,
Okay,
so
so-
those three are going to be the left, and then the crew on the right, the main door.
The window crew and then the door crew. We're renovating a
we
warehouse.
call us
Okay,
the
go ahead.
window crew.
You have.
Right, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
describe what people have in their
Um,
hands as far as weapons. You had a mage hand with the rock. Actually, so the halberd's not glowing, the rock was glowing.
Yeah, the rocket.
He's thrown that through the door with his.
So he
mage
kind of
hand.
tosses inside like a stun grenade. It doesn't
Yeah.
go off. It just sits there. glowing.
Darn it! It poofs just a little bit, and then the Kaylin just recasts.
So let's start with Dondo. What does Dondo have in his hands?
Dondo is definitely going to be holding. Let me see what he has. Yeah, he has a war horn. I'm kind of tempted for
What
me
is he-
holding his war horn. Like, no, I'm kidding. No, it's wrapped around his chest. He's holding a short sword and a dagger.
Okay,
currently.
dual wielding. How about Lakaelin? She's got the halberd.
She has her halberd in her hands.
And her
definitely.
light cantrip is currently green, cast on a brick that's been tossed into the warehouse.
Yes,
And it did not detonate.
that's very accurate.
Okay,
Yes.
that's kind of wish it did. All right, and then your characters. So Jose is
they'll-
wielding.
they'll just try to find a door. Just door.
Well,
to
I just need to know which weapons they have equipped,
right,
or if there is
okay.
like nothing
Yeah,
in their hands.
I
Mhm.
totally flew past that.
Top left corner
Right.
are the options.
Jurasi, he will be holding a rapier.
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 Mhm.
I can
That's like a
never- I
fencing.
can- right, I
blade.
can never say that word.
Yep.
English.
Rapier.
There you go.
Jose,
He'll be holding a dagger.
dagger.
Just
All right.
yeah.
And if he's got more than one, he could have one in each hand, or he could quickly pull out a second one if he needs
Oh
a
wait,
hand free.
he's a ranger. Does he use a bow?
Yeah, he has a long bow, but in the close
Yeah,
quarters.
Okay,
and
yeah.
daggers can be thrown as well. All right, and then we also have the wizard.
Okay.
The wizard, he's got his spell focus in one hand and a dagger in the other, just in case.
And what is his spell focus?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
I think it was like a crystal orb.
I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's a small rat.
Oh,
stuffed
like a
rat.
golden rat. No, like maybe like an ornate gem, but it's a rat.
I think it's a mummified rat encased in crystal.
All right, I like
So
it.
it's like a crystal,
It's-
like an oval.
Imagine.
And there's like a shrunken, like dried up rat embedded inside of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it would be kind of like the amber with the bug inside, except it's a
But
crystal
it's
with
not
a rat.
amber colored. Is it clear or is the crystal some other color besides amber?
It's crystal, or it's crystal clear, with sort of a blue tint.
Okay, so it's like a mild blue tint.
So I guess right now it'd be a green tint, given
Yes,
all the.
that's excellent. All right. So he's got the crystal focus, and what did he have in his right hand?
In his right hand's got a dagger, just in case he has to, stabby stab.
Okay.
Whereas Xanari Keed is at the very front. He's actually not dropped his falchion. He's like sheathed it and taken out a javelin.
Okay. And so, for the record, the falchion is being used as a two-handed,
greatsword.
kind of like a greatsword, but it's actually like a two-handed scimitar.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, but you can hold it in one hand, but to actually like swing it, you need to use two hands.
Yeah.
Unless we downgrade it from greatsword status to longsword status, in which
No.
case you could use it one-handed or two-handed.
No, that's not Xanari Keed's
Okay.
style.
So it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got a two-handed greatsword, but for narrative feel, it's kind of like a curved great blade of an Asian, kind of like think like
Arabic.
like Saladin and all of them in the Crusades. Did you guys see the old Robin Hood movies?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah, I've seen those.
Morgan Freeman's character, I think, had a big curved blade. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so it's a big scimitar.
Actually, did
Whatever.
not
Okay.
see that. That sounds really good.
It's
though.
an old movie.
That
It's
sounds
hilarious.
amazing.
But yeah, he holds everything with two hands, even his javelin.
Okay.
It doesn't work that well.
Does he use his fork with two hands? Wait, hold on. I digress.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the window crew. So the wizard, you have wizard backup, so you can do anything pretty much.
Right.
And so who goes in first, Jurassic or Jose?
Jose goes in first. They just search the room. They'll try to find a door. Just to go further into the building.
Okay. I think
Should I
at this
roll on that?
no, no need to roll. I think at this point, my dice are a mess. Can we clear some of this off? I'm actually going to draw this out because
Yeah. I understand.
quickly.
Sure. Let's get this out of the way.
And yeah.
We'll make a spell book real quick. So I have it.
Yeah. Let me just move this over here. Perfect.
There's you find some sugar sprinkled around the warehouse.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably really,
some sugar
really.
sprinkled. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what
That
you're
was a
saying.
joke.
Expensive sugar.
Well, I mean, they do smuggle, so
Yeah, you're right.
that's what it could be.
Arg. Sugar tariffs.
This is not big enough. I can't even see.
Definitely not. Oh, okay. You're pulling up. You're getting a different marker. Perfect.
Alright, your boy got stock.
Yes.
There we
yes.
go.
Turd brown. I like it.
Yes, we can call this warehouse brown.
Warehouse brown. Okay. We have a warehouse brown marker currently.
Definitely
Let me
not.
see here. Can we see this?
Expo.
I want to say that I think this microphone's in the way. Is the microphone too much in the way, guys?
We can
I
put
think
our
so.
let's put our we've never named our mascot. We should probably do that in a future or current episode.
Yeah.
Our first subscriber can do that.
There we go. Wait,
Do we have a
can't-
subscriber?
That's not even the option right now.
I don't think
Zach.
we've made it that far.
Zach.
It's not an option.
Zach.
But
No.
if you keep watching long enough,
Hopefully
so-
pretty soon.
and it
I
has
mean,
to be PG.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys, I mean, just if you like our thing,
PG-19.
share it with your friends, and, I mean, whenever we get to that point, it'll be pretty awesome.
Look, it's like Kickstarter. You have to have a good perk.
Our
Otherwise,
good-
people are going to put money.
Our
to it.
perk is you get to name our bird.
Yes.
And we'll use that name.
Just the first name in chat that we like, we're gonna go with.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea. And
I mean, that's less money
All right.
making, but
So basically, you guys have come to the courtyard. you're going through the window. There's stacks of boxes and stuff.
Okay.
And most of the warehouse is off to the right-hand side. So there's like buildings to the side. The main street is here. The street lamp is down here. Here's kind of like the open area of the street, and there's other warehouses kind of around. But there's like one like abutting here. So this is the main area. So there's 3 of you here, and then you guys are going in here. I'm gonna get one more color. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So it's really dark inside. He kind of goes in. There's just like stacks of boxes everywhere. So that's Jose, and then Jurassic. I guess we'll see a similar.
Wind Romper.
Huh?
Wind Romper.
Wind Romper.
Wind Romper.
Romper.
Yes.
All right.
That's the first name that I see.
And I even like Romper as like a shortened version.
Romper?
I'm gonna do Romper.
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 Womper. What about Womper?
Meet the newest and most permanent party member, Wind Romper.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to include Wind Romper in every, at least like,
For the Halloween
universe
season.
that we play in.
Yes.
So we need to figure out a way to include him,
Yes.
and that's I guess up to you.
So if
Rupert.
anyone ever breaks wind, it will get
I like
blamed
you.
on Romper.
How about Romper?
I think Romper works. I like the
Romper?
we
Alright.
stick with the original.
Perfect.
Don't-
Wind Romper.
Don't change a good thing. All right. So
Wait,
Jurassic Gun-
so final, it's Romper or Wind Romper?
well,
It's Wind Romper.
it's kind of like Jurassic. Jurassic has a first name of Alton, but he goes by Jurassic. So basically, some people will know his first name, but only the people currently in chat. So unless we give it away later, but I like Romper. We'll go with Romper. He's on like a last
no
name
one's
basis.
ever gonna know. I mean, actually, Nathan, people will know because they can hear us, and this is gonna be recorded.
Yes, well they'd have
So
to
as long
actually
as
like,
they
go
watch
back
it.
and watch
Okay,
it.
yeah. As long as they watch our sessions. Perfect.
All right, so Romper is watching everything. Actually, just turn him so he can be like staring
Oh,
down.
I
at the,
like it.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, yeah.
He only faces the map when someone's about to die.
Okay, that's a
Nice.
pretty scary
Yeah.
thing to
Alright.
think of.
Death is imminent.
I-
All right. We've had like a strange lack in stormy sounds, so hopefully like the weather will pick up. Okay, so what is the
Hope for
wizard
bad
doing? Is the
weather.
wizard so the two go in through the window, and what is the wizard? Does he kind of stay outside, or what's he doing?
He's going to stay outside for a moment, but after a while he kind of goes, well, I don't want to be out here when everything goes down. So he, as a short, thin guy, fits his way through the window.
Does he say that out loud? I don't want to hear when everything goes down. And
Yeah, I mean, he's
through a
a-
window.
he talks out loud.
Okay, I think we're gonna take a narrative pause and comic book time this for a minute.
Comic book time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So on a previous day, you do have Find Familiar in your spellbook.
Yes.
And so,
Oh,
had you determined what his familiar is?
I think we know what his familiar is. Is it a skeletal bird named Wind Romper? Is this a plot twist?
Wait, do you have a like an animated crow skeleton as your familiar?
You know what? Yes, I.
You cannot give Wind Romper to Zach. This is Nathan. This is not canon.
Wind Romper is mine.
This cannot be canon.
This is canon.
That which is dead may never die. Right.
Whoop.
So
Are
you have
you
a
saying this is
skeleton.
canon now? What's its name? Is it Gust Pant? Is that his
Gust
name?
Pant?
Gust Pants?
Wow. I think he's getting jealousy. Is it because you have your own prop?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Prop
And it's bigger than all of you.
I will paint you a brick green for next week, Kill. Does that satisfy you?
I would actually be super happy if we could get like a display of things and one of them is just a green brick hanging on the wall.
So you have
No
a
context.
thin,
Okay,
you have a
okay.
thin crow that
Ooh, Bone
Skeletal
Bird?
Crow.
Bone Bird. Is his name Bone Bird?
No, it's
We
Wind
have
Romper.
recommendations in chat.
Oh.
Bone
well, we've
Bird?
already named the mascot Romper. You may
Uh-huh.
actually name your familiar in game. Like
Oh.
Romper is the meta game, but he will
Oh,
symbolically
okay.
represent your crow,
Okay.
and your crow is very skeletal looking, just like Romper.
He's just a
And-
super skinny crow.
Should we randomly generate his name, or you just want to name him? I kind of.
I think we should just name him. I think we
Yeah.
should just name him.
I will.
Bonebird.
Bone Bird
You like
or
Bonebird,
Calcium
or-
Creature.
What?
Calcium Creature. I'm reading the chat, okay?
Oh,
I like
I'm
that.
I'm
I like-
including
Calcium?
chat.
Calcium. I don't think Malthor knows that
His
calcium
name is.
exists.
hang on. Is he called Kaka Calcium because on
Okay,
the periodic
hold on, I'm gonna
table?
rein you in here for a second. All right, so Calcium Creature. I'm getting like a vibe now that your character, since you were just talking to yourself, you refer to people as like Like she's like La Kaylin ASMR and like Dondo Dwarf Calcium Creature. And then
Xanar,
you're like
human.
Mouther Wizard, or like I don't, just think about it. You don't have to do it that way, but you might be overly exacting in your description.
Name race.
Yes.
Name race. All right.
All right, so we have some character development. Would you mind to help me out?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so while you're getting ready to go in, the other two have gone in, and there's like just stacks of boxes, and you realize this whole area of the warehouse is kind of like really dark, and there's like nothing in here except for boxes. You could peek through the boxes, but there's actually the rest of the warehouse off to your right-hand side, which is actually the larger part of it. And that's also the lanterns are going
Where
off.
was it again?
Off to the right. You guys are right here. And you can see there's like a lantern or two over here illuminating the main part of the warehouse. This is just like an off storage area. Oh, and you can also see most of your vision into that area is obscured by a stairwell that's going upstairs, and there's kind of like an upper balcony area.
Wait,
like
does
this.
he have a light source? Because he's all humans.
I've just described that there's actually lanterns lit in
Oh,
this
okay,
main
I'm
area.
sorry,
That's
yeah.
But it's where they are is in a dark corner of the warehouse.
Okay,
That
well,
makes
could I
And
just...
and the stairwell going up is it's all made out of wood. It's blocking out a lot of the light.
Could
And
I
the
just-
window is letting in a little bit of light from outside, but it is raining.
Could I
so-
just go pick up one of the lanterns and just continue upstairs?
Yes, you want to go over to get one of the lanterns.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cut scene back to the main group at the double doors. So at this point, they're going to get the lanterns, and you're going through the window. Okay,
And
so you've
this
just
is-
gone through the window.
This is where the double doors are, correct?
Yeah, I've drawn
Yo,
them.
would you like to grab your tea so it's not in the way of the camera?
Can they actually see it?
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it. It's just this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can see like at least the outlines of the square.
okay,
If you make
I
it just a
can
little
make it-
thicker. Yeah, perfect.
It's it's at an angle, so it's not the greatest.
Yeah,
it's
but I
not
mean it's enough that you can still see the map.
And
I
right
mean,
here, you can see where the main date. Yeah, I guess they open.
Mhm.
I had him kicking them in.
Oh, whoops. We'll just know that the doors are there. And then they
No,
can go
I've
back.
got
No?
I've
Okay.
got paper. We can erase it. It's Expo marker. I've got
Fair
one.
enough.
All right, so they kind of open in.
Sponsored by Expo.
Not sponsored
I already
by
had the cheesy
Expo.
smile earlier too.
I don't-
Maybe we'll get a sponsorship.
By Expo.
Wayward Dice brought to you by Expo Markers. Alright, and this one opened outwards.
Okay.
How's that?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
I thought he
So I
also
pushed on the gate, but it kind of pushed me back. And
No, but
opened
I
up that
did
way.
like the flourishy open.
Yeah, you did this, and then it just kind of threw you back.
Slaps him in the
Wait, are
face.
you playing Moses or Matt Moth?
Let's retcon the past real quick.
Alright, and the green rock is right here.
The green rock. Okay.
Nice.
Hang on, is your mage still holding on to it? So like if I approached
No.
and I couldn't get it from him? Oh.
No.
Okay, well like Caitlin is gonna walk up and pick up a rock and hold up in the sky as if, it's like it's like Simba. She's gonna like hold it up like this and then just like unceremoniously throw it so she can see better.
The thunder.
The thunder came with
Hey,
it.
He is
Aaron's-
coming back.
Since you're here for your first session, will you roll these 3 dice 6? Let's add them up.
10.
As you guys enter, 10 hooded figures are standing inside with blades drawn. Please roll initiative.
I was Oh wow, okay. That's the Kaylin's and then Dondo. Why?
I'll get your results here in just a minute. You add your, you should have an initiative here on the left.
Yep. I got
and,
it.
7-11.
Nice.
And then you
No,
add
no,
your initiative
nice.
to each of their rolls. So.
Yep, I got mine.
I got some pretty good roll. I got
Right.
one good
And
roll.
the creatures you're looking at look like this.
Ooh, Kenku. Okay, so we're fighting Kenku. If you want
I
to,
can't kill
Yeah.
those. They're my children.
we are fighting bird creature. Hey, this is kind of ironic. He has a
love
crow.
I don't know how's
Yep, you're good. You're good. You can see it. Yep, nice. So yes,
So
we
we
have
have
a
to do
we
back
have a
and forth.
bird. We're fighting bird creatures, or we're going to. We're not fighting them yet.
So, and this encounter is designed for like a party of 4 level 1 characters. We have 6 level 3 characters. So, Aaron rolled for numbers. So we're having a random gen element to a lot of our stuff. I've also decided to do a lot of the stats open roll and get rid of the DM screen, which is fine. I've done that before. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. And then if I need to keep secret stats, I will. But for now, we're going to cut to combat, and the Kenku have rolled a 12,
Okay, perfect.
and we'll keep the initiative up here. So, did anybody score lower than 12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
I just need the number, and so starting from 12 going down, who had a number below 12? Who had 11?
11.
Who was that?
That was
Jose or Jurassic?
yeah, it was Tuesday.
Okay, and then did anybody go below that?
Yep. Dondo got a 5.
And did you have another low one?
Yep. 7.
And that was Jurassic?
Yep.
And Dondo got a 5.
Yep.
Okay.
This
And
is
then
not
how
good.
about LaKaylin?
Caitlin got an 18.
Alright, I got a 14 and a 21.
21?
I thought like Caitlin
Who
was
had a 14?
fast.
That was Xanar.
Alright, and the 18 was LaKaylin?
Yep.
And
Oh wait, what about the window crew? Did they
20?
see all
Who
this?
is 21?
Malther.
The wizard.
Yep.
Does the
Okay.
window crew see this happening?
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
I'll describe
Okay,
it. I just
okay.
want to get the rules out of the way.
Perfect.
And then we've got 10 Kenku.
Just an intimidating number, by the way. Wait, are
Well,
they all within?
4 of them just
Mhm.
didn't seem threatening enough.
Are they
So-
all within melee range of Lakaylin?
No, not all of them. I mean,
They're probably dotted.
if she
throughout
was
the whole-
standing on a square, there's only 8 squares surrounding one 5-foot square. So at
Oh,
most,
okay.
8 of them could be surrounding
At
her.
most 8 of them. Yeah,
None of them, when you guys like burst in, they're kind of like scattered around, and you guys would
Uh-huh.
actually see all 10 of them because some of them have
Okay.
actually arranged
Where would they
to
be on
hide
the map anyway?
inside of the warehouse.
Okay, so just kind of randomly scattered around here.
Yep, I'm
Gotcha.
just we're gonna name them.
All right.
Okay.
So we
So,
need some bird
If anyone had
names.
come up with bird names, throw them in chat. We're gonna come up with 10, and then Kale, if you want to be watching for names.
Sure.
And then
We got Kinka, Kinko, and Kinky.
so we've got Kinka,
Kinko, Kinky,
Kinko,
and K-I-N-K-I.
Kinky,
King K.
Oh no, not a Y.
It's with a Y.
and K.
Coolio.
KK.
Coolio? Okay, one of
Coolio.
them's extra black feathers.
Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, Coolio.
There's also Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
and
Oh no, Kool-Aid!
Kool-Aid.
there's
what,
also
what about
Koo,
Cal? But it has
Cow?
a C.
cow with the K.
Okay,
They all
how
have
many do we
K
have
on
right
their
now?
names.
1, 2, 3, 4,
like,
5, 6,
it's
That's
7, 8.
it. We need 2 more. Do we have anybody from
let's
chat?
no. You guys can come up with 1 or 2 bird name
Well, there's also like
There's also
creatures.
Ka.
Okay, and we need 1 more.
yeah.
Just come up with it
And
real quick. There's a bit of a
there's
delay, so we can wait a
there's a
couple
delay.
seconds.
Yeah.
We'll go and get started.
Yeah, let's
I've got
go
the
and
hit points
let's go
marked
and start
down.
fighting.
So
Maybe the one that you name, maybe the one that you guys name will be
the boss.
yeah, the boss. He'll be
I think
boss?
Kool-Aid should. He should enter through a
Kool-Aid?
door.
He's a lieutenant.
Through a wall.
You just double his hit points.
You just double his hit points and double his damage output, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he lost 13 hit points by
Kool-Aid
entering through
just
a wall.
one-shotted you. I know you rolled a 21, but you're gonna have to roll a new wizard.
All
All
right.
right.
Yo,
So-
stop drinking that Kool-Aid.
All right. So I need this right now. Okay.
Okay.
So we've got the 3 groups. Mouther, since you got the drop on them, we'll say that the let's see, we've got 10 guys. Somebody roll a dice 10. Give me the number. This is how
Sure.
many you can see. You
3.
can see 3
Oh
of them.
boy.
All right, so Mouther, you can see 3 Kenku visible. Gosh, I'm gonna roll their. Actually, go ahead and we haven't written down the passive wisdom perception scores, have we? We should probably
no.
do that. So where it says on the top right next to proficiency bonus, where it
Yep.
says your +2.
Okay.
We're gonna do the wisdom, which is going to be I think it's gonna be 10 plus your perception, which is your wisdom modifier. And if you have the perception skill, you're gonna add +2 plus your wisdom, so yours would be 14.
Yeah.
And this one, no perception.
12.
No, he has
No?
no wisdom bonus,
No.
so it'll be 10. And let's just look at yours real quick.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna write to the right of this box. This is your ability to spot things. So we have perception. So wisdom is +1, so it's gonna be 13 for him.
Mhm.
Okay, this is just your ability to natively spot creatures. This one also has wisdom, and his will be 14. So just to the right of his box, put 14 on his and 13 on his.
Can the boss be named Birdman?
Or calcium creature with K's.
I think Birdman's the best name.
Did somebody mention that?
No one mentioned Birdman. We haven't
Yeah,
gotten any kind of
guys.
responses yet.
That's
So I'm thinking of Birdman.
Right now it's just K.
Is that just his name? Well, we already have
It's
KK.
the first letter.
Yeah, we have KK and we have K.
KK is his little
brother, a
Cousin.
little cousin.
Yeah.
The parents.
Are they all related? Are they all brothers and sisters?
They're
Except for
they're not from the same clutch. I don't know.
Ooh,
Those words.
Clutch with a K.
clan leader.
I'm just gonna actually.
No.
And not. I didn't mean it like. Oh boy. Okay. That's not what I meant. Let me just clarify. That is not my intent.
We
I
don't
was
stand for
We
that.
have all the K's, Kale.
Okay. I'm
Kale.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Kale.
Oh my god.
Kale is the boss bird.
Kale is a boss bird.
Actually, Kale's the minion. He only has 1 hit point.
No, Nathan.
What a dweeb.
Nathan. He is the boss bird. Come on. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna mark down which ones are actually stealth.
Kale should be the boss bird. Okay. Kale is also definitely stealth. Here.
Kale's the assistant.
Hang
to the
on, hang on.
boss.
Let me roll for my stealth. Okay, Kale got a 4 on stealth. He might not be stealth.
He's just sitting there like, guys, I'm being quiet.
Okay.
But he's a kinker, so it's more like.
Okay.
And Kale rolled a 1.
No. Kale rolled a 5. Okay, he rolled a 1. Okay.
Alright, so Malthur, there's a bird right in front of you. You almost can see, like, in his feathers, somebody's, like, carved in. Like, it would be like a buzzer, like how people do, like, lightning bolts in their hair. But it says, like, Kale. And, like, the feathers.
You instantly target
yeah,
him.
It's misspelled. Well, it's spelled correctly for
For my name.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
It's Kal, like crudely done.
Wait, how does... Oh, wait, so you're behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
he's like peeking back towards where the door's been kicked in because he didn't realize you guys came in.
Could, man, I don't know if that's in Malthur's character.
What's the intelligence
What?
on this
If
bird?
what's on Malthus' character?
They understand language.
They understand.
I mean,
They understand language,
no,
they
they-
don't speak it.
The intelligence on this individual bird.
Oh, it might be slightly under average for its race.
What the heck,
It's not a
Nathan?
human. This
Oh.
is totally. It's just totally coincidence that you guys have the same sounding name. It's not even spelled the same. You're
Personality.
not even the same species.
Ability.
We're not even in the same D&D universe.
Alright,
Okay.
Malthur, he puts his spellcasting focus back in his pocket, and
oh
also
God, he just
puts his dagger back. So he goes to grapple the the thing by holding it by the beak so it can't make any noise,
Punch
and
it.
also disarming it.
Okay,
while
you
he's
can have
doing it.
advantage on your grapple checks. Be strength. Oh, you succeed.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
so you have him
awesome.
grappled. What do you do while you have him under your control?
I didn't think I'd get this far.
All right, think about it, and then next up is the Kalen. You just need to decide before the Kinku takes
How many
their
people
turns.
does Lakaelen see in front of her? Or how many Kinku, I guess?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of them.
Okay,
But she only knows there's 5, so as far as she knows, she can see all 5 of them.
so not as they're
They're
actually...
spread around,
okay.
like
Mhm.
kind of like the perimeter.
Do they seem hostile currently?
Yes, yeah, they're attacking.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have busted
Oh.
in, and you're like, what? And they're all like, "Squawk!" And
Oh,
then, like,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And,
Lakaelen is...
Bird.
She's going to take her halberd and blah, blah, she's going to just she's going to
stab
start
him.
off with a bang.
She swings her halberd.
She's going to hit the closest one. She's going to swing her halberd and use Wrathful Smite.
So there's 10 of them,
Wait,
so
can we
we
mark
should
this
probably go
out?
pretty quickly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So she's going to swing at one of them with Wrathful Smite plus 5, so 10. Does 10 hit?
A Kinku?
Well, I guess I would
No.
choose if I use Wrathful Smite after I roll. So I'm not going to use
10
Wrathful
misses.
Smite then. Smite. Oh. Oh, yes. Can
I'll
we...
put the first initials for each one of them.
Where's the window?
That
again?
way
Oh,
you can,
good
that
job,
way you can
Nathan.
tell them apart.
Yeah, we can tell them apart.
So-
Okay.
So that's Kinka.
What about the one that's
that
back here?
K
you
is
said?
Kinky. This K is Cow. And there's Ka. And
You mean
then
Kale?
Kale is that
Kale.
one
Okay.
closest to Malthur.
Okay,
I
so
go, okay.
Malthur's here.
Yeah.
I have
Perfect.
the red to mark Malthur.
Sure.
Mouth.
We'll just make this up as we go.
Only he gets his own
What is
color.
Malthur
Yes.
doing with the Kinku that he has under his control?
He's pulling that Kinku out of the fight.
Oh, okay.
Go
You can
ahead
befriend him.
and
No.
so you're doing like unarmed damage, like just to like knock him unconscious.
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of go, and it's like,
Oh, he actually does have 1 hit point. You were kidding.
yes, but it doesn't do lethal damage, right? So he's unconscious.
Yeah.
He just knocked out a
You made him
bird.
drink the tea.
I feel like it's a trick question. I do not.
Dude, that's like if you
Alright.
flick it, it's like
So you
gone.
just drag him
It's
behind the
just-
stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just leave that to the darkness and the narrative.
Should this,
We'll just
should
leave
this
that
bird be
nebulous.
constantly hospitalized?
Nathan, you mean we'll leave it out of the narrative? We're not gonna
We'll,
put it
we'll
in
come back
there.
to that next scene.
How
Alright.
does it even live a regular life with having only one hit point? It's
Well-
like it should constantly be in like a bubble or something. It's like
Even we don't know where they're at. Even Nathan doesn't know what you guys
They're
are.
in the dark
Where's the
together.
behind?
And
And only one of them is conscious. Alright, so now we're going to cut to Xanar, so your other character.
One moment.
Zach, your other character? Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
Yes. All right. So
Part of the
Xanar-
reason we don't normally use maps or
Because if we-
figurines anymore is
we get
because
to-
we tend to like take 10 hours to do like kill 2 hobgoblins or something.
Yeah, that was one fun game.
Tacticality.
So let's
Anyway,
just
so-
be thinking
yeah.
about your characters and we're going to go real quick.
So Xanar's first instinct is to strike at the nearest moving thing as hard as he can.
That's LaKaylin.
That would also not be LaKaylin.
I'm running this show. Go ahead. Roll
I'm
your
sorry,
attack roll.
Nathan.
Nat
Critical.
20, yeah.
Alright, 2 of them are right side by side. So we'll say you cleave through one, right into the other one, and you just cut them both down.
Nice. Don't even have to roll for it.
No, because there's 10 of them, so, well, technically there's 7 left. The one with the carving of Kale
Is
is
unconscious.
unconscious with
Yeah.
Mouther, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Just skip his turn for the next couple times, so we don't have to worry about the description of such.
Alright, next up is the Kenku. We have,
Oh,
whoops,
yeah.
I erased one of the,
Yeah, you did.
Where's
erase
my
some of the
brown
stuff.
marker?
Just put an S. Yeah, okay.
There it is.
You're good. You know what you're doing.
yeah.
There we
Alright,
go,
so
friend.
5 of them are going to make sneak attacks, I think. Do these guys get sneak attacks?
I guess so.
Oh, man!
Take 10d6 of damage.
Alright, so 5 of them are going to make sneak attacks.
I guess they would split it between.
Well, they get advantage. Okay, so...
Wouldn't they split it between him and LaKaylin?
So Mouther is wisely gotten out of the way. Go ahead and give me stealth checks on both of your characters. Xanar is going to be taking a lot of these.
And so would LaKaylin, I'm pretty sure.
What's his armor rating?
12. You know, a whopping
Plus
12.
5.
You only have a 12 when you're in the front line?
He's a barbarian. He can take it.
Okay. He's a barb. I didn't
6
realize
damage
that.
to Xanar.
kill.
6.
One more
Pathetic.
Stealth me plus, if you
It'll
have...
be
Okay, if
dexterity.
he's a rogue, he's going to have stealth.
Dexterity plus his plus
Yeah.
2.
So
Okay,
plus
stop.
5.
Here, I'll... Yeah, plus 5. Just roll a d20 plus 5. You don't need to write it down. So if it's written down here,
Jurassic
you add this number if it's written down here, and then you add that to dexterity. Sorry, I should have
Okay,
mentioned that. So it's plus 5.
it's good. So that's 15.
Okay, the
for
second
Jurassic.
one misses. Okay, 8 more damage.
Pathetic.
Is LaKaylin getting attacked at all?
7 more damage.
Alright, that actually might be enough.
Okay, and then we have 2 more, so we'll take them on the Caleb.
Okay, LaKaylin has an AC of 15.
That one misses. And 16 hits.
15, yeah, 16 hits.
6 damage.
6 damage?
They're wielding short swords, so they're just like stabby.
Oh,
And then we
okay.
have 2 other guys. Who else is visible? So what were your 2 rolls?
15
and
23.
Okay, yeah, so they don't see you guys at all.
15 and...
I feel like I'm missing
Minus
Dondo.
23,
Dondo.
Yeah, I think Dondo, wouldn't he have stealth, or no?
We've got a miss and a hit. You didn't describe him as 4 damage.
Dondo has an AC of 13, okay. Yeah, because you had everyone else roll stealth, that's why I was asking if Dondo does. Or
Yes,
not.
I only had the sneaking characters roll stealth though.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, he's a
So if your character's sneaking, just make sure in the future to narrate it.
Okay.
Anyways, so we're down to 7 from 10. So Jose is up. So you're hiding, so you can actually... All of the Kenku are now visible. You see 7 of them active. 2 of them have just been like hacked into like... There's like feathers flying and like blood splattering. They're like... Ah! And then they're gone. So Xanar... Also, when he cut down the other ones, like just Kenku just drop and fall from everywhere. It just like cut him down. He's like, and like you're unconscious, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So he went down in a
was
flurry of blows.
immediately knocked out.
Alright.
Oh, gosh, okay.
So Jose,
Straight on the
he
0.
tanked all the things poorly. Jose, so you can sneak up. There are 7 options: Kinky, KK, Coolio, Kool-Aid, Koo, Cow, and Ka.
I love just saying. I love you saying all those.
Sorry, I
things.
didn't
That's
catch it. Can
super
you say it
awesome.
again?
I guess Jose would just like to pull his longbow out.
Is he getting?
I think you already had your other weapon out, which is why I had you narrate that before. You can actually throw
Dagger.
one. Mhm.
Okay.
And then you can switch your longbow after you're done attacking.
Okay, so I'm guessing they'd probably be like right here then.
Sure, and you can move around. You can move approximately like 2 of these big squares if you needed to. But you can
And
throw your
there's
dagger
still,
at any
like-
of them. You can just toss it, or you can run up and stab them.
All right. I guess they'll kind of like take cover behind the staircase going
Perfect.
up, and he'll just kind of like look over, and like peek out, throw a dagger real quick,
Yep.
and they'll go back in.
And stay in cover.
Yeah.
All right, and then you can go ahead and roll. You get advantage, so you take the higher roll.
Oh, you're a rogue.
All right, that hits.
Oh, and also you should
And
get
then-
sneak attack, right? 2d6.
No, this is Jose, who's a ranger.
No, Jose's a rogue.
He's
No?
a rogue.
Oh, sorry. No, Jose.
No,
Okay,
that's
I was looking at
Jurassic. He's on the
Jurassic.
Oh, yeah,
wrong
he's a
character
ranger.
I was looking at the wrong character sheet. You're right.
Yep.
It's a ranger.
So you're gonna roll a d4, one of the triangle ones, and then you're gonna add your dexterity modifier plus 3 to the damage. So roll that triangle and add the damage. 5. All right. So you stick your like dagger. It strikes home. It's like when there's like feathers go like flying, and we'll say like drops his short sword, and he's not dead. Who's up next? And then Jurassic can go. Now Jurassic is a rogue and he's hidden, so any attack he makes will do sneak attack damage.
So
Which one of the Kenku are you attacking with that dagger?
I guess just this one. I guess.
Why don't you just say the name of the one you're attacking?
Ka.
Ka. Oh yes, of course you hit Ka.
Ka.
I should have known that. One of them has like his like feathers on top are like bright red, kind of like a mohawk.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like
that's
red,
fine.
like Kool-Aid colored
Yeah,
red, like
yeah, that
like the
makes
Kool-Aid
sense.
command.
Seeing a Ka band.
This is Ka.
Now reading upon my character, Jurassic actually has a bit of a trouble with taking a little bit too many trophies. He notices this so unintellectual bird that just completely fathoms him. It happens to be Kale, and he thinks,
Fathoms.
"Man, I need to have this thing." You know.
What does he take a trophy from the unconscious bird at his feet?
Does he kill it? Does he like rip its?
He
What does he do?
okay. So
What?
what he does, he goes over to Kel. He
Malthor's
continues to knock him unconscious. Just
Malthor's like
Oh,
trying
so
to
he's
stab
like-
So
him.
right,
he
he
gets
does-
a feather out. And
right.
Sticks
He
it in
just
his cap
he just
Ooh, I
What
love
does
that.
he have on
Like
him?
puts it behind his ear.
and calls it macaroni.
Yeah. No.
So many
Nathan.
musical references.
he has thieves' tools. He takes out one of his thieves' tools and he starts whacking him on the head with it. He's like he just wants to make sure this guy's gone. You know.
Stop being so
dead or
violent.
knocked
So,
out?
Love
Dead or
is
knocked
all
out?
you
just
need.
knocked down. He just want to make sure he's knocked down. So what he does,
That's that movie.
puts him over his shoulder and he hunches him back to the entrance so they could pick him
Oh,
back
he just
all the way
wants
out.
to take him.
Yeah.
He
They're
makes
taking
sure-
the whole enemy as
Yes,
a trophy.
yes.
Okay, I think normally it means like you cut off like fingers and like
The whole
ears and
alive-
stuff.
the whole alive
No, this
thing.
is now going to be like
Mind you,
a,
he's
a
a.
slave. It's going to be like a slave of.
Oh my god! You're
Malthus-
gonna enslave Kale.
Yes.
Malthus trying to stop him, but he's like
This
what 5'11".
intellectual
So
fathoming bird.
this is kind of prolonging the damage, but there's an inspiration dice for Jurassic.
Okay.
All right, so Dondo
Dondo.
just taking a stab from Ku.
Okay. Dondo, thinking that he was stealth, just gets stabbed out of nowhere. So then he's going to try.
Actually, I think he got stabbed by one of the ones that wasn't stealth. The stealth one's attacked.
No,
the
no,
other two.
no. I'm saying Dondo, thinking that Dondo was stealth. Dondo himself thought that he was
Oh,
being stealthy.
Like he was
He
covering
got-
his eyes. and going,
Yeah.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
I mean, he's of average intelligence. Am I close
For a
to? Am I
dwarf.
within 5 feet of my teammates?
Sure.
Okay,
He's
then I
next
get
to, like,
sneak attack
Galen.
damage, so he's gonna stab
Okay.
and get advantage on the attack because he's within 5 feet. He also gets sneak attack damage on the one that just stabbed him.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, cool. And he's
Rappers.
gonna roll. And he's using his short sword for this.
There's
Yeah, 3d6. Thank you.
I guess he's got one over there.
He's gonna. Oh my gosh.
All right.
He's gonna deal 6 damage.
With the
Yeah.
sneak attack, we'll say he just kills it.
Wrong dice.
Which one were you attacking? Was that Kinky that went down?
Whichever one just hit him.
Yeah, that one had on like manacles. So
Ah,
Kinky,
nice.
Kinky has died.
Kinky had manacles on, Nathan?
I think he was an ex-con.
That's what it was. But
Yes.
they were furry, I'm sure.
And tassels.
Next up is Malther. So we're going back to Malther. Now, you had successfully grappled this Kink. Oh my god, I was thinking Dark Side. The Kinku.
Here's the difference in
Anyways, what is
size
Malther
there.
doing? There's still half a dozen Kenku.
He
Like,
couldn't turn away
not.
from his old ways.
Malther was trying to stop Jurassic from stealing Kale. He was like kind of like jumping.
Yeah,
He's
Gale's
also
pretty
really
valuable
short.
from what I've heard. He's well known.
He was really short, so it was kind of just a lost cause. So he kind of gives up and walks back around those stairs, and he fires a magic missile at KK, Kool-Aid, and Ka.
okay. Ka dies,
Nice.
and KK has been blasted off of his feet, and he's struggling to get back up and grasping for his sword. And Kool-Aid shrugs it off. Go ahead and roll me a damage roll for Kool-Aid. 1,
4.
yeah. So, no, it'll be a 1 plus 1.
Oops, cool.
So it's plus 3. So each
Oh, for, yeah, each
magic missile gets
consecutive
plus
one.
1.
Yeah.
So it gets plus 3 if they all 3 hit the same time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did he just
I think that went up,
for a second? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gained health from that.
but he didn't.
Oh, you didn't mean a healing missile. You meant so not a magical healing missile.
No, a magic
Oh, okay.
missile.
It's a love missile, man.
All you need is love.
All right, LaKaylin's up. She whiffed on her first attack.
Kaylin whiffed. Since she missed, she's gonna not miss this time.
Okay.
And swing it. No, she's gonna use command on the biggest, burliest one she sees.
All right. So does Kool-Aid get a resist on that? What is her command?
Yes. He
No,
has
I
to
don't.
roll.
I think it just works. So what's her
save
command?
DC. Oh,
One word command.
He says.
She.
She says.
This is a turn
Assassinate, and she points at the Kinku next to him.
All right. KK goes down.
Oh god. He just dies. And I believe command lasts for an hour or it lasts
Unbeknownst
for
to
a short amount of
LaKaylin, KK had actually been like maneuvering to take over the gang. So.
Oh, okay. So
he didn't
Kool-Aid
need much
just kinda-
help. So yeah. So that one's
Gotcha.
down. All right. Next up is Zenar. Death saving throw, please.
Oh yeah, that's me.
10. That
Yeah, it
saves.
works.
All right. So we've got one. All right. So Zenar is like groaning. He's not actually unconscious. He's just incapacitated.
My leg.
But he's got a small pool of blood collecting now, which is kind of unfortunate. The Kinku are up now. So. Okay. So you're two. Okay. So the 4 characters that are visible. Well, no, not Xanar. All right. So the Kalen's gonna take 2 attacks. Hit and a miss.
Oh, okay.
1 stab. I didn't really roll.
Ow. Nathan, you re-rolled it and did more damage.
Okay, well the first one was 8 damage instead of 9, so you can take
Okay,
8 or 9.
I'll
The
give
gods
it
are
9.
with you.
I feel like 9 makes more sense because you rolled it.
All right, oh, man, more hits. Okay, so
Who are they attacking?
Xanar, Malther.
Oh, does anyone attack Kool-Aid?
Malthus
After
at-
attacked his
Malthus at
teammate?
a distance.
Yeah, one of them came over and stabbed him in the face for 4 damage.
My
And
face.
Then Dondo,
Oh,
Takes
I
9.
put that on the wrong person. I'm
but
sorry.
he took 9 as well.
Oh,
I rolled
okay.
another 6.
Oh, by the way, look, Kalen's down. Yeah, she fell down after that hit. She knows it's 0.
Our front lines suck.
Man,
Jeez.
okay. Fortunately, only 4 of the Kenku are still going.
Oh wait, did anyone
only 4 of
attack
the
Kool-Aid
party.
since Kool-Aid killed KK? Or did they?
Kool-Aid will probably be the last bird standing. All right, next up is Jose.
Yes.
It'd probably be good if Jurassic joined the fight since he's like your heavy hitter and he's just like role playing
So he's going to just take his longbow out at this
Mhm.
point.
and shoot at.
Kool-Aid.
Okay, go give me a attack.
Yeah.
And after this combat, we'll probably take a quick break and
Sure. Make some tea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of
It's
which,
for your D20.
is there any left, Kale?
No, there's none left.
Duh.
I'm actually gonna put this over here.
Oh, misses. All right, so he misses the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
How bad did you miss?
Jurassic. So Jurassic has maneuvered the other bird out of the way. He can now go ahead. He's got some daggers, I think, or do you have a rapier?
Yeah, he has a rapier. He'll just go ahead and use that.
So he kind of like jumps through, and one of the
Or actually, no, he has a light crossbow as well.
Well, hold on, but you're gonna have to waste your turn to switch weapons.
Oh.
So you just need to
Okay,
use the ones you have.
yeah, he'll just use a rapier. Still.
There is a bird that has just struck down the Kalen, and so he can go right in and get like a backstab in on him. Okay, so roll your.
I would like him to instead of backstab, he just goes for an arm. Can you just go for an arm?
He's using like a rapier. It's
Yeah,
like a
rapier.
fencing weapon.
Yeah,
or is he gonna like slash?
rapier? He can just go for the arm. Just,
He does everything
Oh.
two-handed.
I think you mean the wing. Go for the wing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
roll your.
Yeah, they don't have arms. They have wings.
Roll your d20. They have. It's.
It's like part of their
They
thing.
have-
Is they,
yeah, there's
they don't
feathers
have
everywhere.
Wings.
It's swans.
That's like their whole. That's their whole thing is they don't have wings.
Alright, you can roll twice. Take the highest roll. Roll again. Actually, that's gonna hit anyways. So.
Okay.
Then
roll
you're
for
gonna
crit
roll.
at least. Right?
Okay, sure.
Mm.
If
I
you
guess
roll a
you roll
20, then
less.
it'll actually
Fancy
critical.
yellow one.
No.
Oh
No.
nope! All
Alright,
right.
so you're
never
gonna roll.
mind.
Let's see. You're gonna roll a D8, and then a D6, and an extra D6 kill if you'll let him
Sure.
D6.
Yeah.
That's your D8 down there with the 7 showing. Yeah,
There you
that
go.
one, that one, and the other cube.
I do
Both the
6.
cubes.
Perfect.
And that'll be your damage, and you'll add 3 to that, I think.
Yeah, he's
Ooh.
Oh man, annihilation.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's-
so now you hack
14.
through the arm. It just goes right into the ribs until it hits the spine, and
Mm-hmm.
it just squawks. What did you say when you struck at it?
It goes for the arm and then it just goes through the
What do you
body and
say?
the arm.
What did your
do you
character
say?
say?
Wing. Huh?
Did
Did
you
your
say
character
wing?
say anything? Wing!
No, he just he just makes a big
Uh-huh.
a big grind.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, does he
No,
still
no,
have-
as he just does, he's and that's
Okay.
it.
Alright.
It's
And then the Kenku mimics him and goes, ah!
Guys, we should totally have a Power Ranger character who just hi-ya! And kills.
Maybe in Dirk's son.
Maybe in Dark Sun.
Jumps
definitely.
forward through an explosion.
Go
Alright.
into our series.
Next
campaign.
up is Dondo.
Oh, hey, Dondo Goldheart. He's at 4 HP. He's now going to.
He can bonus action
Oh,
hide
right.
and then do another sneak attack.
He can use the help action as a bonus action up to 30 feet away. He's going to use the help action because he has the Master of Tactics, which basically lets
Why
him.
don't you just kill something?
Huh?
Why don't you just kill something?
Oh,
Your
because it's
sneak
a
attack.
bonus action. Oh, sneak
You,
attack.
you can do a bonus action to hide and get another
He's
sneak
going
attack.
to throw a dagger as his attack at someone close to someone.
I think Ku is nearby.
Oh, cool. Ku
You
gets-
get an advantage.
gets thrown at. Ku gets a dagger thrown at him for a 21.
That hits damage.
Wait, no, that's not
3d6. If you want to
19.
make
Yeah,
sure and lend him your cube.
definitely.
6-sided die.
3d6. Oh, 7, 9,
Plus,
10.
okay, that's. What's his dexterity modifier?
Plus 1.
Really?
Yes.
He's not particularly good at his job.
So
Taking
10
forever.
damage.
Let's just focus on finishing out the combat.
Okay, yeah, so 10 damage is what he does. Okay.
Nah, he just goes down. He's really weak.
Okay.
We got 2 Kenku still standing. At this point, one of them goes to flee, running out of the building,
Mm-hmm.
which he can take an attack of opportunity against. And he's down.
Would he get sneak attack as well?
No.
9 plus 3, 12.
Okay, it takes a 13 to hit. So he kind of misses. So it's that one is now
So bad at this.
kind of out here in the open doorway.
Where's the window at?
No, oh, there
Right
it is.
here.
No, window is right here.
Oh. So hypothetically.
Oh, you can go through the window.
Do
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
All right, it's
I
Malthor's
see.
turn. So he's gonna shoot through the window.
Yeah, Malther's going to run right over to the window and.
Firebolt.
Yeah, fireball.
You didn't expend one of your spells. For
Yeah,
your
I
magic
just
missile.
kind of realized. That's why I was.
So you can use
Yeah,
either magic missile set or obviously kill, or if you want to do the firebolt, you make an attack roll, see if you hit or miss.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the fireball. No, I'll go with the magic missile.
Magic
You
missile?
another
Just spend
missile.
a second one.
Yep.
All right, so he gets. He didn't need to roll. It's like boom, boom. Feathers are just like flying. It's like yeah. It's like
It looks like he attacked
like-
a pillow.
all right, so he's done. So Cal is completely obliterated.
No cowards
Kool-Aid. Okay, Kool-Aid is gonna, I think, also attempt to flee in a moment.
Hey,
LaKaylin needs to make a death save.
Oh, LaKaylin's down. She doesn't get to do anything. Nat 20, she's up.
Oh, she's got 1 hit point.
Hang
All
on,
right.
dude. Does that mean that I still get my turn? Because I think she pops up at the beginning of her turn, or is that wrong?
Yeah, she gets up
'Cause-
and like Kool-Aid is making a run for it.
Oh, does she get an attack of opportunity?
Sure.
All right, another Nat 20.
All right, so she annihilates Kool-Aid.
Can I at least roll damage just to see?
If you want to, it's totally narrative. Doesn't
Alrighty.
do anything.
Yeah, oh,
19 damage plus 3.
Uh-huh.
She deals 22 damage.
Yeah, so
Oh my
she
God.
we'll just say she completely beheads him.
So she's just laying there, like,
So
takes a big gasp.
She's actually floating off the ground with the power of the gods like channeling through her. She's like,
Xanar, who's like partially conscious, just goes, "It's not as cool as you think it is."
all right.
And
So
just
you guys
falls
have a
out
bunch
of
of dead Kenku lying around.
Oh, and Kale.
Also, go ahead and
Okay.
roll the death save. Another success, and then let's just roll one more for the next
Oh, wait,
round.
no,
You don't even need
she'd
to mark
approach you and use lay on hands.
it. It's a fail.
Well, he's got
Alright,
a common.
so
plus
just
one.
spend 1 lay on hands.
Yeah, yeah. She
And then
just
if you want to
by
spend a
one.
second one, it'll revive the other Kenku for interrogation.
Okay. She
So-
heals him by 4, thinking that he, like, you know. Does he only
So-
have 1 HP?
Who's him? The Kenku?
The Kinku.
No.
No.
Just spend 1 on him.
Okay, she spends 1 on him.
We're just
though.
going to metagame this a little bit. And then how many do you
Okay.
spend on Xanar?
I
1?
spent 1 on Xanar as
So
well.
you spend 2 total. Alright.
Yeah.
So she lays on hands. While LaKaylin is going around, Xanar is obviously unconscious, waiting for, like, tending to his wounds. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and cut over to... they're just, like, Kenku, like, dead everywhere. I mean, there's just feathers and blood all over the place. And only a little bit of it's Xanar's and LaKaylin's.
Alright,
So let's... Which one of your characters you want to go first, Aaron?
so let's start off with Drosy. So,
Actually, I think you guys have just survived combat. We mentioned taking a break.
Okay.
Should we go and take 5 minutes? We'll refresh our tea.
Yeah.
We'll come back on the hour at 11 o'clock.
All right.
That work?
Perfect. Yes.
All right.
Sounds great.
Welcome back.
Hello, everyone. We are back from our intermission. We have made some tea. It'll hopefully be very, very delicious. All right, Nathan. So I guess we're back from where we left
Okay,
off.
so you've slain 9 of the.
Back.
Jeez, why is there sound on?
I think because we listened to the lightning.
Oh yeah, we listened to Lightning. It sounded awesome.
Yeah, that
check it
sounded
out in our
pretty sweet.
clips.
So
Okay, go ahead.
9 of the 10 Kenku were slain, and besides the Kenku, there are also the bodies of a dozen other men kind of lined up along the far. We should probably slide this stuff out of the way,
Yeah,
so people can see.
Convenient that we didn't notice this earlier.
Well, they're kind of like dragged off to the side, and they're just like daggers and rapiers. Like half of them have like marks on their arms or their necks with the black snake, winged snake tattoo of the Zentarum, and then and there's some other like criminal-looking types, but they've all been like killed and stuff. The Kenku are obviously kind of like keeping guard over the warehouse. Don't forget, there's also an upstairs. Okay, so there's stairs going up, and then the one Kenku you've kept as a prisoner is been revived by Lakaelin, and she's also tended to Xanar. So Lakaelin, Xanar, and that Kenku are currently preoccupied. And I think we were going to your characters, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Does Yuze or Jurasi do anything in the meantime now that the combat has ended?
Right. Some Jurassic, he's actually intrigued by this unintellectual bird.
You have a.
There you go.
Alright, good stuff. Good game. Alright.
By
Anyways,
the dead Kenku, he's intrigued by them? Or?
right, he's intrigued by this, like, really, like, dumbfounded, like, ugly, unintellectual looking bird named Kale. He goes over, he kind of, slaps it a bit, tries to, wake it up.
I'm glad that we're not, this isn't real life. Of course, this has no connection. It's just a similar name. Okay, continue.
We can call it Ka as well.
We're calling it Kale.
It's probably
Yeah,
Kale.
Is
I
that
mean,
okay with
I'll even contest that.
Okay.
It's probably Kale.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, anyways, does the bird wake up?
Yeah, when the Lakaelin comes over, you're like trying to talk to it, like smack it around, but you hit the beak, and then the Lakaelin comes over, and she like magically hits the beak, and it's like squawk, and it's like, and its eyes like flicker open, and it's like looking
she
into
does
you.
the thing, where it's like where you like slide up, like you smile and there's a different face.
Mhm.
Like she does it, and it's just like it's mouth.
So her magical touch is like green.
Wow.
Anyways, all right, so it comes
That's
to.
sexy.
In the we'll
Alright.
come back to this scene in a moment. What about Juze? What's he doing?
Jusei is going to go ahead and head upstairs.
All right, he heads upstairs. Upstairs, there's a balcony, and so the balcony, like I have we'll just kind of draw the upstairs. The balcony kind of goes like this, and then there's the stairs going down, and then off of this, there's a door, and then there's like little pillars holding up the balcony, and like a little overhanging, like a hook, like crate lifting apparatus for loading wagons or something. And then there's a door at the top of the balcony as well. Okay, lots of junk, bottles, bolts of cloth, just like old sandals. It's just like a lot of it's in ruins.
Just junk.
says that.
Just unneeded junk. Can I look for like possibly any secret openings or something
Upstairs?
like that? Upstairs.
Yeah. Well, you do see a door into another room.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and enter that if everything else
Okay.
looks pretty barren.
Yeah, it opens into offices, and that office actually goes into another. There's kind of like a little like building off of here, and there's like other offices kind of like off of this, and then there's like an exterior door going outside
Okay,
of this
so-
building into a side alley.
So it's an office and
There's,
then
like, 4 offices
a
chained together.
office. Kind of-
There's like rats scurrying around. It's like really like it's not like a business office. It's like it's gross. Like everything's like there's old food lying around and rats are like dying on stuff.
Okay.
You do find a little tiny paper bird.
Oh, is it skeletal?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's made out
okay.
of paper.
Cool.
It's It looks
Well,
like
I
this. It
know.
looks like a little origami, like,
Swan.
but it's
thing.
got little like runes on it.
Oh, okay.
Then you can actually write that in the
Yeah,
character
okay.
sheet on your back page for Jose. Write paper bird.
He grabs it, just crinkles it up, and puts it inside of his
It doesn't
bag.
crinkle.
Okay. What? I mean, this kind of actually
You
fits
want
the
to
theme of this character. Yeah, I'll grab some. Grab some PG. Well, I mean, like.
If you could use your spoon and scoop the two tea bags out before you bring it over.
Yes, we have other things over there.
Right, so under your treasure in the top right, paper bird. Okay, and we can explore that later. Okay,
Or can
it's an
we?
actual item. Yeah. All right, so he's kind of like exploring the upper rooms. What's Mouther doing in the meantime?
Well, he doesn't have any healing spells, so he's I don't actually know. Mouther's just kind of walking around, looking around the place, seeing what's what. Eventually, he goes back to Kale, the bird he
So
incapacitated.
he's just like looking around the area.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and give me a perception check
14?
plus his wisdom.
Plus what? Yeah, right. And then wouldn't I also proficiency because he's got the skill?
Yeah. Anyways, it's high
Okay.
enough. While he's
So,
wandering
yeah.
around, maybe he's using his like mage hand to kind of like test things. There is actually behind the stairs going up. There's like an actual like a little closet room here, and he finds a secret door right here.
Ooh.
Okay, he goes into like a little closet. So he finds a secret door. So we can do that one real quick.
He's gonna enter that.
Alright, so there's a little tiny
sugar.
room in here. When he opens that, do you announce to anybody else like what you found?
He's gonna inspect it first.
Okay, I mean he inspects it, but then he opens it. Does he tell anybody before he opens it or when he goes in? Or
No.
he just goes in.
He trusts them well enough.
While
to-
you're in the offices, like a bell, like there's a bell tied to a string and it starts ringing. So you hear like this ringing bell. You
Is
don't, really,
this
you don't know
at
why.
the same time he opens the door?
Yeah,
in the
but you
bottom?
don't know that yet. But
Right.
yeah, definitely when he opens that, it makes bells ring in the offices.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So I guess, can I go ahead and go, or?
No, I'm going to describe what he finds in the room.
Okay.
There's 2 wooden crates inside the room.
Alright. He's gonna mage hand and make sure that they don't,
Maybe you
aren't
just set it-
trapped.
in the future, you just set it down. Probably.
Yeah. I don't know where to put that.
Continue.
So you can have these mage hand to like check the boxes for traps and try and set them off.
Yeah.
All right. So there's nothing trapped in here. Basically, just a hidden door as like a false panel, and so you kind of like stoop in. There's 2 wooden crates, and you're able to like just lift the lids on them, and they contain 4 framed paintings. Which you have to pull them out of the crates to see what they're paintings of, but there's like some, looks like they're nicely framed paintings. And then there's also, that's in the one bigger crate. The smaller crate has these like black corroded trade bars inside of them.
Trade bars, like,
They're used for trade by like merchants. And then you realize as you get closer, maybe you peer inside, or do you want to pick one up with your mage hand or bring it to you?
yeah.
And you kind of like, you like rub along it. And you realize it's tarnished, and they're actually like silver trade bars, and each one weighs about 10 pounds, and there's over a dozen of them. So it's
Alright.
actually worth quite a bit of money, plus the paintings.
So he's gonna
I don't know
split.
if you're into paintings.
He's into the paintings. He's gonna keep those for himself, but he'll split the trade bars up evenly amongst the group.
Okay.
What a good lad.
Yeah. So just on your back of your character sheet, under treasure, so you're gonna have these like crates of painting. It's like a big rectangular crate. There's 4 paintings of cities. There's one of Baldur's Gate, one of Silvery Moon, one of Neverwinter, and one of Luskan. Your character is a wizard, so he's probably been to some of these cities, or at least recognizes them. And they're worth quite a bit. You can put in parentheses 75 each.
They're going in his house. He has like a very small apartment, but they're going to be good conversation starters.
Okay, perfect. So then we'll take care of that later. The second crate, which has the trade bars, there's 15.
All right,
So you just put 15 trade bars. They're silver trade bars, and they're worth 50 each. You'll have to cash those at a moneylenders though before you can divvy up the money.
All right.
So it's like treasure, and you have to liquefy your treasure, so to speak, to turn it into gold.
All right.
And so we can do that post scene. So you found. So you unfortunately looked for secret areas upstairs, and it was actually downstairs. But you did find a paper bird.
All right.
So perfectly balanced
and
is all
some
it should
rats.
be.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and look over this paper bird?
I think we need to cut to Dondo still. He hasn't had a chance yet.
I mean, Dondo, being the master tactician that he is, he goes to he looks around, and which place that he sees seems like it would definitely hold the most treasure.
Probably the secret room that he isn't aware of. Maybe he notices the wizard goes in there in time to see that the wizard's got all these like silver trade bars.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
he's gonna definitely like sneak up, probably stick in the shadows. He doesn't want the wizard to know that he's coming up. And
before Dondo actually gets to him, he kind of holds the trade bars up and says, "I found 15 silver trade bars. I split them up."
There's just like this flash of black, and all the 15 silver trade bars are gone.
No.
Whatever you're holding is gone from your hand.
They weigh 10
No.
pounds apiece, so that's like 150 pounds.
Can I?
This is physically impossible.
I weigh
They're in like a
140
big, heavy,
I weigh
reinforced
100,
crate.
I weigh 140 pounds. I would literally be doubling my weight and then some.
It's worth your weight in silver, or something like that.
I'm definitely going to just like take one of the. I'm just going to take the one that you're holding.
He's
up.
taking the crate of paintings. You're taking out the crate of silver. Let's cut scene to Lakalin.
Well, let's see if Malthor can notice it.
We just announced it, so I think.
Oh no!
This is just like a side scene, so just for the sake of like playing the game. So Lakalin has woken up the Kinku, and who else? Xanar. So Xanar is recovered. So let's do Xanar real quick, and then we'll get to Lakalin and the Kinku.
Sure.
And then we'll cut back to your guy upstairs.
I mean, I don't really got much for Xanar to do. He's just kind of nursing his wound in the corner.
Okay, so Xanar's mopey. All right.
Okay, Lakalin. She's gonna like. She's gonna be more aggressive than what she was, because she did just now like decapitate a bird man, and that's that kind of gave her this like adrenaline rush. And now she's sitting over here, and she's holding her halberd in one hand, like barely able to, mind you, and she's like holding it on top of this Kinku and holding him by like.
Give me an intimidation roll.
All right, I'm holding him by the and blah blah blah. Intimidation. Hey, 18.
All right, so he's intimidated. What do you say?
What are you doing here? I mean, she's like
Because-
rattled right now.
Xanathar sends its regards. He kind of like parrots or mimics you.
Hang on, what's the name of your character again?
Xanar.
Xanar? What is Xanar? Xanar? He's
Xanathar sends its regards.
Xanathar's.
And you recall
She-
that there's actually been warring in the streets. In session 1,
Uh-huh.
you guys had passed a scene where the Xanathars
Okay.
guild had
Yeah.
been fighting with the Zentarim in the streets, and you
Uh-huh.
realize that these Kenku are like being used as like foot
Oh, okay.
soldiers for the Xanathar's thieves guild.
Gotcha. She kind of, I mean, like I said, she's still kind of rattled, and she kind of takes a deep breath and calms herself down from after everything that's happened in this 1 minute span, pretty much. And she takes a big breath and says, "What do you mean, sends his regards?" And she's still holding the halberd.
Follow yellow signs in the sewers.
So,
Yeah.
where is this happening? Is
This is out. This is over towards where you are, but this is happening concurrently with what you're doing.
Okay.
So let's just,
Yeah, I just want to know. Like,
for the narrative,
location.
let's just like we need
Hey,
to continue.
Ashlyn.
We're-
What's going on?
Oh, we got someone,
Yeah.
Ashen,
Yeah,
saying
Ashen.
hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know. My unseen even.
Welcome.
I'm like way off scene.
Well, you kind of are off scene.
Okay.
Whoa!
So
The disembodied voice now has a body.
Also kind of off scene.
So like Caitlin, she says, "Where's the nearest way to the sewers?"
Tie up, pretty boy. Back room.
She kind of looks and said, "We already killed Kinky." Is what she answers with.
No time, loot place. Just get him to boss.
Show us where he is right now, and she kind of like helps him up.
Xanathar sends regard. He's like repeating himself. He's just mimicking. It's obvious that he doesn't actually communicate his own. He just repeats what he hears.
Okay.
You can almost theorize that this is the way the Kinku communicate outside of their own bird language.
I'll metagame and say I know that's the case.
Yeah.
She's going to.
That's
like,
about all she's gonna get out of him.
She
And just for the metagame,
Yeah.
all the locations have been explored except for the closet that's underneath the stairs.
Okay.
This one.
Well, Dondo will probably end up finding that, or someone else will. Well, she ends up like, since she has her halberd over top of him, she's like holding it above him, and once she realizes that it's just like talking to a wall, she just kind of lets it slip down slowly into his neck and until it
She's
touches
the
ground.
lawful good, or she's like a good paladin.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh
Remember,
wait.
you've never played a paladin before, so that was
You're
probably
right.
she's like half celestial.
She
Her skin is green.
I had
She-
Walther knock
she-
him out.
Okay,
because
okay.
of
She
this.
pulls out a dagger and cuts his bondage and like says, "Go,
I don't
go
think
now."
he's not been bound or anything.
Okay, she pulls out a dagger, cuts nothing, and says, "Your bondage is gone. Now you may leave." And helps
She
him
just lets him
stand up.
leave.
Yeah, she lets
Be
him.
Alright.
brave.
So
Right
when
again.
he goes to flee for it, there's actually some like city watch coming in through the doors, so they apprehend him immediately.
Oh,
But before that happens, you said Dondo was maybe.
yeah.
Well, he was helping with the silver trade bars. Maybe
Well,
Xanar.
Dondo was gonna try stealing one of them.
Okay, so let's cut back to Aaron's character.
Mhm.
So this is all happening. We're kind of like comic book timing everything
but-
here.
Sure, yeah.
So what were you asking about earlier about which character? Jurassic or Yuze?
Yuze wanted to just kind of like look at the origami bird, see if there was maybe anything hidden written on there, you know, or something.
Give me an Arcana check, which will be just a dice 20 minus 1.
-1. Ooh,
Okay.
17.
nice.
You've seen actually one of these paper budgets before. It's basically like D&D email. You like whisper your message to the bird, and you just like it flies away, and it can't be
Whoa.
intercepted or whatever. So you can send a message to people.
That's super.
Yeah.
crazy.
So 5th edition D&D has email now. It's
Nice.
AKA paper bird.
that's canon, by the way.
hmm
That is.
Yeah. There's a
Okay.
picture and everything.
All right.
Can I
Gas,
get
gas, yeah.
tea?
Yeah. T please.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. So he realizes it's like a message sending bird, and it's like, oh yeah, I've seen these for sale in the curios shop that we were at last week. Whatever. How about Jurassic? What's
Why didn't
Jurassic
we
up to?
buy an email?
Okay, so Jurassic wants to. So he is currently with Kel, the unintellectual bird.
At the mention of
Not
like
the
locking the
unintellectual.
Oh no,
Couldn't
he
play
just
this
not
game
got
currently.
he's not apprehended by the city watch.
What?
No. Okay, hold on.
I thought it was still.
We're comic booking time. When he
Okay,
gets
yeah,
let,
fair.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's just let him talk. What are you wanting to say to it?
So he like wants to like he. At first he wanted him as like a trophy, you know, at his house or something. But you know, now he thinks about the potential this bird could have. He could like, you know, give him foot massages while, you know, resting at camp, or make tea for him while, you know, going on the journey somewhere. He realizes the unintellectualness of this bird and how he can simply control it to do almost anything if he can either put fear into it or just some way, you know, charm it into
This
being
is an
alive.
origami paper bird, you know.
No.
the
This
Kinko.
is,
We
Oh,
switched
the
to
Kinko.
Jurassic.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
I'm
There
tracking.
you go.
Yeah, he's playing two characters.
yeah.
So Jurassic is wanting to enslave the Kinku.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's already been intimidated by the sight of the large halberd from the paladin.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, Jurassic was going to go ahead and kind of like show Kale like the devastation that happened inside and stuff. You know,
like this is what happened when you cross
yeah,
those.
yeah. This is what happened, man.
Okay. And then do you like just reach down and take a trophy from one of the dead?
You know, I think I'm
There's feathers everywhere.
right. I think Jurassic would make Kale pull out a feather from one of his comrades.
Oh my god.
Oh, and bring
yeah.
it to you.
That's
Yeah.
that's like killing someone's family and being like, go grab
Yes.
me a lock of their
I
hair.
think you totally are channeling Jurassic right now.
Oh my
okay, so that
God.
happens, and then also, which character is going to investigate the closet? This will be right before the city guard shows
I
up.
said I like Dondo too, but
All right, so he's like grabbing the trade bars, and then he goes.
he grabbed. Like I said, he just tried taking one trade bar. He wasn't going to take all of them.
So who's carrying the trade bars? Because the
Malta.
wizard can't carry 2 boxes full of loot.
That's
You
where
know
you're wrong,
what?
kiddo.
Give me a strength
Jurassic
check.
Jurassic will actually make Kale
Roll an
pull-
S20.
Jurassic
Oh,
or
hey.
Yuze?
He
Huh?
rolled an 18.
Who's upstairs?
Juze is
And
upstairs.
Jurassic's downstairs. All right, so
Right.
Jurassic's gonna grab like all the silver.
Yeah, he's gonna make Kale hold it.
All right, so the wizard's coming out, and he's got like 2. He's like going out with like 2 boxes, and so he's kind of going out silver trade bars first. Like a giant box full of like 150 pounds of gold. check. All right. So he's like relieving you of your burden, so you can get to your paintings. All right.
Nice.
So you got 150 pounds worth of silver. Like.
This is how you loot, boys.
Like I said, I'm gonna make Kel carry this.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah.
So you're giving 150 pounds of silver to the criminal.
To like a 50-pound bird, you know.
Kinku, they like this kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So it takes it. The paladin tells the bird it can leave. It leaves with the silver right into the waiting arms of the city watch. But before this all happens narratively, Dondo goes around the stairs to the closet door.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So he opens up the closet beneath the stairs there,
Okay.
and it smells really strongly of sour fish and vinegar, like pickled fish.
Oh, he closed the door. We're gonna end this scene in that part right there. He's just closing it and walking away.
Okay, as he
No, I'm
closes
kidding,
the
I'm
door,
kidding, I'm
he
kidding,
sees
go
that
ahead,
there
no.
is a
I'm
man
joking.
cowering in the corner, covered in like
Feathers?
He sees this man. Nope, I'm out. Just leave.
it's actually the guy's wearing like really nice clothing, like
Okay,
like
yeah.
like nobility garb.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like smashed like barrels where like a barrel full of pickled fish has like gotten all over him, and the whole room like reeks of it.
Oh, it's
He's
Flo.
covered in it, and he's like cleaning himself off. And he like just kind of like
Whoa.
freezes when you like open the door and you like recoil and go to shut it. And you like make eye contact with
Dondo's
him.
chaotic evil. Oh no.
It's
Dondo
Flo.
opens it back up and he has his short sword out and he like points at the man and he says,
He's like, "What are you doing in here?" He's like, "Oh God, you've saved me from the Kinku. I thought I was gonna die."
"Oh,
Saved.
you're not safe.
Uh-huh.
Empty your pockets."
Right. He's like, okay, and then he like reaches in and he's got like
Uh-huh.
a handkerchief, which is it's got like his initials on it. It's
Okay.
got an R and an N, and it smells of perfume.
Is it used?
No.
Okay, Dondo takes it and like puts it in his
Okay.
He's wearing a polo. He puts it inside the pocket of his polo.
Fantasy polo.
All right, and he gives you a
Oh,
coin
polo.
purse with like dozens of coins in it.
Oh, sweet. He puts that in his pocket and he says, "Why are you here?"
All right, let's go ahead and mark that down. Just mark down 12 gold pieces.
Okay.
And 50 silver.
Okay.
And 7 copper.
Okay.
Wait,
Pocket
didn't you say we
change.
all got like a certain amount of like silver?
Not yet.
Okay.
You
Okay.
have- The Kinku is running off with the silver after you gave it to him.
Can I go and chase him down?
Oh yeah, of
Okay.
course. We'll cut back to that scene in a minute.
Okay. Dondo, he has his short sword out and he says, "How did you get here?"
Say, we were captured by agents of the Zentarim and taken to this warehouse of theirs, and then they were attacked by a bunch of Kenku, and they captured Floon, and then I managed to hide in the closet and I wasn't discovered.
Where's Floon?
I don't know. He wasn't with me when I hid in the closet. We got attacked. He might be dead.
Where would they have gone?
They mentioned taking him to the sewers. I don't know.
Where's the nearest entrance to these sewers?
They're all over the city. I don't go near them. I'm an aristocrat.
Well, you're gonna take us, or this sword goes. in your throat.
Yeah. Okay.
And he.
Like he's
he-
obviously gonna do anything you say.
Okay. He part of his pack he has a rope, so he's gonna.
What's going on?
How do you open this?
To your left.
open it.
To your left. Down.
The
Door.
No, I mean the window bit.
Oh, it's
Don't worry about it.
not easily. Why? Are you hot?
Yeah,
We can turn the fan on.
that would work.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, Ashen117. Here's a shout out. Hi. Okay.
Sorry, thank you.
Was that a shout out to Ashton?
Yeah, he said he's a big fan. Can he get a shout out? And I said yes.
Oh, yeah. He can join the narrative if he'd like.
There you go.
Ashton, what's something you'd like to do to the narrative scene?
What do you think sounds good to happen, as in a plot twist in a sense?
Yeah, Aaron, draw a random card for a plot twist. This will be courtesy of Ashton. You want to shout out?
Ashen.
Ashton, okay, I think I said Ashton. Like, what do we got, Kale?
All right. You changed the scene in a nightmarish.
Oh, nightmare.
Oh no! Tell me the aristocrat does not trip onto my sword and just die? Like, you're
Actually-
welcome for the idea, I guess.
You know that demon whose wings kind of got bitten off?
Oh no. No. We cannot leave these universe. Oh.
Alright, stop.
Shadow portal with
Stop,
Faerun.
please.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, so, let's see, where were we?
I'm talking to the aristocrat, and I was about to bind his hands with rope.
Okay, so you bind the aristocrat.
Yes.
Alright, and you're leading him out of the closet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at this point, the City Watch is going to show up.
Okay.
The Kinko is, like, fleeing with, like, the silver.
Right, so, Jurasi would like to catch up with him.
Yeah, sure, it's easy. He's way
And
down
so,
by the silver.
right, and so, like, he trips him, and...
No,
Right.
just
You take the silver and
you
you, like,
probably
back into the
die
ground.
under the weight of that thing.
Right,
Yeah.
and so, like, you trip him, and he, like, starts being like, you know,
Yeah, I like it. Alright, does he take the silver and, like, throw it in his backpack or something?
No, like, I just beat the bird. I'm like, you stupid bird, listen
So
to
the sound of you, like, abusing the bird... I guess it's a criminal bird. So
Yeah,
it kinda had
it's a
coming.
bad bird.
Instead of referring to him as the bird, just
It
say
needs to
Kale.
be punished anyways.
Just say Kale.
Who
instead of
knows?
referring to
Who
him.
knows what that bird is?
But the
done in
sound
its
of
life.
it squawking, we're gonna play the nightmare card. One of the options is the dead rise from the grave. So Kool-Aid is actually not quite dead yet, and the squawking, it's like eye opens, and like where you like realize it's eyeing your silver,
didn't you?
and like it gets up, and immediately the City Watch like flood in. Like there's probably like 10 City Watch officers, and they just like come into the room, and they like pick up like Kool-Aid, and they pick up Kale, and they're gonna start talking with you guys.
Let me clarify something real quick. Didn't the Kaylin?
The Kaylin? Yeah, what about her?
Didn't she behead Kool-Aid?
No. That was an alternate universe where she's an Oathbreaker. She's not an Oathbreaker. She didn't do this.
Okay.
Yeah, she was about to. It crossed her mind, and then she saw the future, knew everything that would have happened,
Oh.
and saw all of her nat 20s in the future, and realized they weren't very common.
I said Kool-Aid. I misread my notes down here.
You
Obviously.
did say
Yeah,
Kool-Aid,
I meant
so-
Coolio. Coolio just was stabbed.
Ashen.
Oh, okay.
Ashen asks, "How would I change the scene?" Question.
How would you change the scene?
Just
Well,
exercise his creative muscle.
what? Just say a random word, and we'll try to incorporate that somehow, other than just conversation.
So we filled in for you by drawing the nightmare card, but we will allow like audience participation. So we recently named our mascot, which did forebode death. So anytime the mascot faces the map, then something's gonna die. So we can go ahead and face him back towards the camera.
Say yes.
Because now things are actually coming back from the dead. So Coolio is back. All right. And Coolio is immediately apprehended, so he's unfortunate.
Hang on. Would this be kind of saying that we're cursing our audience?
No,
we're
no.
cursing the
No,
characters? and-
just whenever it takes
Oh,
an interest
okay.
in the combat, then
Okay,
that means
okay,
things
good.
are going to die.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
That's it. Otherwise, it will just like be there for fun.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you have ideas, feel free to throw them to chat. We'll try and incorporate them if we can.
Yeah, definitely into the game instead of just.
Yeah.
talking
So if you want
about
to
it.
like mess with our players, if you want to help them out or hurt them or that kind of thing, we
Yeah.
can hinder or help the player
Absolutely.
characters. Yeah, that sort of thing.
There is a.
Oh, okay. He just said there is a hidden trap above a character.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I think
No,
he's
yeah.
talking about. If you remember,
No
I drew on the
specifics
scene.
needed.
Can we
Yeah.
move the
Yeah, sure.
the tea out of the way?
Yeah, definitely.
I've drawn in the upper floors. There's like a crane, and the
Mhm.
crane was actually rigged. So.
Oh, okay.
So we
1,
call
2, 3,
Apocalypse
4,
Program.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I think it's whoever's underneath. Jose.
Jose, yeah.
Yeah. So when Jose is coming back, he's going to trigger the trap
Mhm.
for the crane.
Oh man, can I roll to save myself?
Yeah, you can do a dex save.
Quick reaction.
So you roll a d20, and I think
Plus
are you proficient in
3.
dex? Plus 5.
Yeah. +5. Okay.
Bada bing bada.
Yes.
11 plus 5, 16.
16.
All right. So we'll say you trigger the trap, and the crane like swings over.
Mhm.
And it's if you just like kind of dodge it, and you grab it, and you just kind of like ride it down like a pirate, and you just like land down like ta-da, and then like
Super
the city watch.
awesome.
All right. So nice save. Yeah. So we can do like stuff like that periodically. Like,
Xanar coughs up
Alright.
a little blood and says, "That's not as cool as you think it is."
Oh, yeah, pretty well. Yeah, he just
okay.
commenting.
Also, did you have anything else you wanted to say to the captive you've captured?
Oh yeah, Dondo, after hearing this big ruckus happen, I think he kind of wants to hide this person. Because he's like, go back in the closet now. And he pushes him back with his hand still bound and closes the door.
So he's come out of the closet and you're going to shove him back in there?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. He still has the rope in his hand, so he closed the door on the rope so he can still kind of control him just a little bit. Dondo doesn't exactly know what to do with this random person, and he doesn't want the City Watch finding them. Is what I think he... Well, I'm pretty sure that's his thought.
So he's the only one that really knows. So basically the City Watch shows up. Alright, so there's like a dozen City Watch officers. They have a captain, Captain Staggett. Okay? And he starts asking you guys like what's going on. Like they've apprehended 2 Kenku. And then they see like all these like dead kind of lined up against the wall. And so they're just kind of like spreading around, searching all over.
So are these kind of like
They're the city police. They're like the police, yeah. The City Watch. Yeah. So there's a dozen of them plus their captain, Captain Staggett. Okay. So we'll say he addresses LaKaylin. She's kind of like the face of the party.
Yeah.
So he's like, what's going on here?
Well, we... I think she kind of like thinks about it and thinks that she probably shouldn't tell them, like why they were sent, like the mission in a sense. She says, well, we were walking down Candle Lane, correct?
Candle Lane, yeah.
Candle Lane. Well, we were walking down Candle Lane and heard some noises in this warehouse, so we figured we'd come in and check it out, and there were a bunch of people fighting. A bunch of Kenku fighting us. She realizes that she starts stumbling over her words and kind of just backpedals out the conversation.
So are you confused or is she confused?
She's confused.
Okay.
She's like she realized what she said kind of contradicts with itself, and then she just kind of never mind. And she turns around and she also heals herself for 11 points, keeping 2 points of lay on hands left.
Juice.
She's gonna heal herself?
Yes.
In front of him?
Because she kind of just turns around and just heals herself. She's like hiding herself with her hands.
Because she could have done that when she like resurrected. So
Yeah,
she does it now.
Yep, she doesn't.
All right, and he realizes like he sees her holy symbol. We haven't actually decided on your deity.
Ooh,
That is a very important aspect.
I think we can do that. Let's do that. Let's find that out for our next session.
Question.
Yeah,
I think
we
that'll
should
work
probably
best.
finish your character build.
Question about those paintings. Since we're on Candle Lane, would any of those happen to be portraits of the Queen?
No, I already said they're portraits of 4 cities. Let's not talk about treasure
Okay.
right now. Sorry, that's going to come in a later scene. We need to stick with the captain of the watch. Is anybody else's character is going to address the captain since the paladin has kind of like turned her back to him?
It's not what it looks like.
No, literally, he's like, I need information, and we just lie to his face on accident, and then just kind of don't talk to him again.
Maltho's going to step up now, but step up. He could probably be mistaken for a halfling, honestly. Just a very unhairy one.
Okay, I would like to tell him that, like...
Which character? Jose or Jurassic?
Jose, he's... I feel he's more the kind of like the smoother talker, that got that Italian, like...
That's Jurassic.
That's Jurassic.
Jose's the Asian guy.
Jurassic, gosh.
Yeah,
That's
there
right.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's the trouble with paying with
Italian,
it.
Chinese.
Wow.
Alright, so Jurassic's going to talk to him?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, like, he's like, we're just walking out here, and all of a sudden, we can't find our way. So we go to these fine people's house, and, we're just trying to ask for directions to the nearest tavern, We're just trying to, get a bit buzzed, just trying to have a good drink with the boys, But all of a sudden, these people start trying to attack us. What are we supposed to do,
Alright, so this guy actually is one of the captains for this whole area, and since you're kind of got this mobster criminal background, you probably know each other. He's probably arrested you several times in the past. He realizes you're just BSing him, so he's just kind of yeah, and his guys are like, sir, we found more tattoos. It's definitely the more Zentarum and Xanathar have been at each other. And so he's like, you guys should watch out. These fights have been getting out of hand all over the city, and we're still trying to solve it. Like, you shouldn't get involved. Just leave it to the watch. And you're lucky to be alive.
Oh, do you care?
Hold on, it's not your turn.
Okay.
Just a sec.
So are we good to go, officer?
Yeah, I think so. Just stay out of trouble. And then what were you gonna say, Kale?
I was gonna say, I think Dondo, once he hears people talking a lot more, he's going to try and figure out a way, since he's on the other side of the door, he's going to try and figure out a way that he can stealthily get out.
No, he's kind of like in a dead end area, and also two of the city watch are over there, and they're like wanting to get into the door.
Oh.
They're exploring, like they're.
So
all
he's
over.
holding onto a rope that's going to the other side of the door. They're asking him.
Yeah, they're like, what's? Why are you holding the rope?
They
look kind of like bored, like.
Yeah, he's like.
Stand aside, and they just open the door.
He tries to hold the door shut, but they kind of just effortlessly push him out the way.
Right.
And there's like a thud against the door because he moved and the rope yanked the man inside.
So they pull the man out and bring him out into the open.
Did Jurassic start his explanation to the police chief with, "I'm walking here"?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, they were just walking.
Was Mouther going to say something? If not, we'll cut.
He was going to say something, but he got deftly pushed out of the way by Jurassic. And at that point, he's just going to kind of slip into the shadows. Because he does remember that he's a very good person, but he doesn't have a really good background.
So there are some lanterns lit. Several of the watch members had, were moving around with lanterns or torches or something. The place is crawling with cops, essentially, so you're not going to be able to actually hide from them while they're actively seeking what's going on in here. Basically, they've settled on an explanation of the Zentarum and the Xanathar and the Kenku were all having a fight. You guys are here. You're obviously adventurers.
So they don't.
And they bring up this nobleman who's in ropes tied up like a quick tied up job.
That Dante was just supposed.
We found some noble, sir, and they're and he reeks of fish and pickles. and
Maltha raises his hand, says, "Is that what's his name? Floon."
He's like, "I knew Floon. No, I am not Floon. I am Raynar. Raynar Neverember."
Maltha points at the dead bodies lined up along the wall and says, "Are one of them Floon?"
And then he kind of looks over. He's like, "Oh, thank the gods I don't see him over there. Those are some of our captors, and those must be those that attacked us. No, Floon's definitely not here. You could tell he had, colorful garb on because we were out drinking late, and carousing, having a good time. And the captain, Staggett, says, 'Oh, Mr. Neverember, cut his bonds right away.' And he's immediately almost fawning and subservient to the aristocrat because he's obviously a noble of some repute. He's seen him before. He goes, "Oh, Captain Staggett."
Once he notices that
they
they
and he holds him out, and one of the guys cuts his ropes.
He has money.
Once he notices they react so much, he just drops the rope,
Wait.
and he kind of dejects himself from sorry.
What if
he basically prevents himself from being associated with that, and just kind of slips into the closet to start looking around.
Okay. What if that guy is actually one of the mob bosses, one of the gang leaders?
He would know, wouldn't he? Oh, you mean secretly?
Yeah, secretly. Just really
Possibly.
on the down low. He's
And then, Zach, you need to end before midnight.
Yes,
I think this is close to it.
We'll wrap up this scene, and then we'll this is actually the end of this scene. So
all right.
But we haven't finished with the captain, so we'll wrap up. It'll take us about 5 minutes, and we should be about done. Because this is the end. The watch showing up kind of wraps things up. So the as soon as the captain realizes that there's an aristocrat here, he's kind of all right, man, gather up everything. And so they're getting the bodies, and there's a wagon off to the side, so loading all these bodies and pretty much preparing to leave. And he's he's grumbling about the reports he's gonna have to write.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you guys want to say anything else about what you've discovered to report to the city watch captain at all? Because you interrogated the Kenku, who's also both the Kenku that are alive are also tied up and tied to the cart.
Jurassic would like to go back to Kel and just make sure he's by his side,
Kale's currently tied up and under actually he's been manacled and arrested by the
Jurassic
police.
okay, well,
all the Kenku are wanted felons. They've been harassing and doing gang wars in the streets.
Okay, can I talk to one of the officers and be hey,
he's with us.
Yeah, and be he's with us and try to bribe him.
No, he's under arrest for crimes against the city.
You have committed
But he's
crimes
class.
against Skyrim.
Oh my god.
What do you say in her defense?
I said,
I'd rather die than go to prison. Okay, I'm sorry.
So do you?
Okay.
So he's like, you guys familiar with the? Oh gosh, what are they called? The Code Legal. Maybe not all of your characters are familiar with the Code Legal.
No.
Does it start with a K?
Nope. That's
Darn.
the Kenku.
Darn.
The kink legal.
Okay, can I at least throw like a rock at Kel as he like leaves? Ow.
There's like a glowing green rock on the ground.
Yeah,
it's
I
more of like
I-
a
oh, wait,
half
this-
of a
I
brick.
I
forget
like
that
to
that's
throw
the
that at Kel. Can I? Do I?
Yeah, it strikes in the back of the head. He's like,
Does he die?
I got basically a
yeah,
He rolled a 21 to hit.
I got 21. Come on.
yeah, yeah.
So
like,
yes,
leave
you
the
get-
prisoners alone. He's not likely to survive much longer, anyways.
Kill
Stand
him.
back, you. So
Kill
they're
him.
kind of like, they're kind of wanting you guys to leave so they can finish their business, but they're kind of like apprehensive about doing anything while the aristocrat's there. And you see he's got like a scabbard that's empty, and he goes over and picks up one of the rapiers from one of the dead guys and like arms himself with a rapier. This is Raynar Neverember, the aristocrat, and he says, "Okay, we'll leave you to it." And then he kind of like gestures to your party like to come talk out in the courtyard away from the city watch. Okay, so you guys want to assemble out in the courtyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He's like,
Wait, Dondo stays hidden. He's assaulted this man. He stays hidden, and he's like listening, but he's fine. He literally has the man's handkerchief with his name. Do I need to roll?
no,
stealth?
no,
Okay.
no, that's fine. So Rainier says to like Lakaelin, I guess I'll just direct things to her unless somebody else speaks up.
Yeah.
He says, "Does Zentarim think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was the open lord of Waterdeep?" So like, there's lords of Waterdeep, and they're all like masked lords, but one of them doesn't wear a mask, and they're called the Open Lord. So his father was the famous Lord Neverember, which is why he's like fairly well known. He's the son of that guy, but that guy is no longer a lord because he went up to Neverwinter and was rebuilding Neverwinter, and got kind of like voted out because he went to a different city. So anyways, the Zentarim think that his father hid that hoard of like dragon gold around the city, and they think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Golar, and which was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it, and the Zents thought I knew something about all this, but I don't, and my father and I haven't spoken in years. So he thinks the Zents are after him, the Zentarim, with the snake, the winged snake. They were kind of like hunting him down to find out where his father like hid the gold.
A goldstone.
And he says, I think they've taken Floon, and they thought Floon was me because I hid before, and so they were tracking me down. I managed to escape, but they've taken Floon instead. I think he's in the sewers.
If assuming that us, as in our group of people that you've stumbled upon, assuming that we took on this valiant, adventurous mission, could we have some city watch possibly come with us? Is there a way that we could arrange something for the city?
Oh yeah, and he like waves the captain over. The captain like comes over right away, and he just relates like, could you spare some of your men to help us go into the sewers? We're searching for one of our friends that was kidnapped by the Zentarim, or something like that, or the Zentarim or something. We want to pursue them into the sewers.
Okay.
And he said, no, we want to keep the blood off the streets, and it basically like the police have this, the city watch have this thing where they want the above ground stuff to be like have all the appearances of like looking okay. They don't actually mind the gangs fighting. They want them to kill each other off. They just want them to do it in the sewers, not in the streets, where all like the trade and business is happening.
No, it's the drug on wars. The
then-
war on drugs.
Yes, but they just want it behind the scenes where no one can see it.
Exactly.
Well, since obviously there's something going on underlying in this town, literally and metaphorically, could we at least have a map to the sewers?
Well, he's like, I don't know of any maps. We have maps of the city. I don't know about maps of the sewers. I know there's a sewer entrance, and he kind of just gives you directions on the other end of the Candle Lane.
I mean, it would be really nice if you had some source, possibly written by a dungeon master one time a long time ago for Waterdeep specifically.
Oh, he says, I'm just going to quote this. Not all city watches officers are as nice as me, or dungeon masters. Anyways, best not to meddle with criminal matters and leave all this to the City Watch. We'll sort it out eventually.
Xanar snaps his fingers in sudden realization. He says, they kidnapped Pretty Boy. That's what the Kinku said.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're definitely getting things.
I'd like to expend this for a plot twist card, please.
Alright, and then we're about to wrap up, so think of any last minute things you want to say before we end the session.
Guys, expend all of your inspiration so we can just have a bunch of plot twists at once.
Oh.
Do it, Zach.
You know what? Yeah.
2 and 3.
3 plot twists.
3 plot twist cards, Nathan. This is a
what
plot
that
twist on top of a twisted plot twist plot.
Alright, we got childhood lessons. Your childhood gives you an edge. Plot twist card.
Something unexpected happens. They
Yeah.
do have a map.
The road ends somewhere unexpected in the sewers. The triumph card is our third one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've triumphed and taken a trophy, maybe. What did you end up getting?
The plumage of
Oh,
Kool-Aid.
you have plumage. You have kale plumage.
Yes.
And then childhood lesson.
Malthur knows the sewers.
Dondo.
Doesn't he have a map?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll say he has a map of the city, but he's marked down a few of the sewer entrances, and he knows roughly how they connect.
Okay. Perfect.
Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, that works just
All right,
great.
so we're going to end with you guys leaving the Zentarum warehouse and heading towards the sewers on the other side of Candle Lane.
Yeah,
And you're in hot pursuit of Floon and his captors, and they've
Mhm.
taken him in the sewers. You had some clues about like yellow markings on the sewer walls, and I think that's about it. Any final questions or thoughts?
No, not really, no. We did have one comment for a plot twist. God. But I don't exactly know if you want to include
Just-
this. They
you want to
said,
just read it word for
can a
word?
ring of teleportation that teleports the ring, but not the player, to the intended location be given to a character?
Ah, man, possibly.
Could that have been one of the aristocrats' items inside of the bag? He just finds a teleporting ring.
And it teleports the ring and not the player.
It teleports the ring and not the player.
Alright.
Oh,
No, hold on, I got it. All right, so Dondo is like hidden away.
It goes back to the guy's finger.
Yeah,
That's-
so
okay.
he looks through the gold and he's counting the gold pieces and he finds a ring and he just slips it on his finger and
Uh-huh.
it teleports him to the aristocrat. And he's like, I'll take that, and he takes the ring and he puts it on a chain.
Donda's being stealthy. Oh
yeah,
god.
but now Dondo's rejoined the party, so that worked out perfectly.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the
Yes.
ring goes back to the aristocrat, to its rightful owner. He doesn't say anything of the gold. He'll probably bring that up later.
The handkerchief.
But he seems interested in going with you guys to the sewers and finding out what's happened
Oh,
to
he's
Flynn.
gonna come with us.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
yeah,
I
he
didn't
was
get
with
that
Floon.
message. Okay, super
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Yep.
So whenever Xanar, or whenever Dondo? Yeah, whenever Dondo rejoins the party, Xanar goes, "Ah, yes, hello, Dondo, the dwarf of our party, of which we associate with. Welcome back."
All right, so the city watch is cleaning up the mess and making their reports, and you guys are now headed toward the sewers.
So perfect. Thank you so much, guys. We will be back on.
So next week we won't have
Yeah.
our. I think people are out
Friday
of town Friday night, so our Dark Sun Friday night session is canceled for next week Friday. Saturday we may or may not have the session. I think
I
we'll be
believe
in
we
town.
will. Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
in town for sure.
So we'll
and
still have our
Zach will
Saturday
too.
session, but not our Friday session.
Yes. So
Next
we'll-
week.
Yeah, expect us next week, 9 to 9:30 Central Time. And
That's a start time.
yeah, start time. Sorry, Central Time, and we should be ending around the same time, which is midnight Central Time for us.
Okay.
So
Could-
yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, Zach.
I could very well be coming in late next
Yeah, sure.
week.
Okay.
So if you show up.
Do we want to go over our thoughts about the episode like we normally do? About the session.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got a briefing.
We can do a quick debrief, just if everybody wants to take like a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Like around Kale, and then we'll just go like around the table real fast.
All right.
Just like a 1 minute like thought about the session.
I loved how that went. It went awesome.
Yes.
I enjoyed naming the characters and involving your audience. That is one of my favorite parts about Twitch streaming compared to YouTube is you can involve yourself with the audience and they can involve themselves with you.
Yeah, and our mascot got his name, Wind Romper.
Yes.
Alternatively, calcium creature.
Wind Romper, the calcium creature. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Aaron, your thoughts?
It was nice playing D&D. It's been a really long time, and getting back into it was kind of like a nice, refreshing thing to get back with. I think everything went pretty well on my side. I mean,
What do you think of your
Jaros-
two characters?
Jaros Jurossi, I mean, he was hoping, have a slave, and
Yeah.
have somebody to look down upon,
Didn't work out for
and
him?
just.
It's not too late.
It's not
I
too
don't
late.
know. He may find something else, but
Love.
Another character.
that's good. And
He's just on the search for a companion.
Juicy, I mean, I'll say he's just looking for a companion, he can downgrade on this. He's just
He's looking for an inferior.
yeah.
Beautiful.
He's in the right line of work then.
Juicy, he's chilling. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
silent stealth guy. So
All right,
whatever.
Zach.
I'm loving the kind of the characters I'm playing and the pseudo character development because this isn't as focused on the roleplay aspects, but there's still a
We're still
personality.
role playing a lot.
Yeah,
definitely.
there's still a personality. Like
I love it.
whenever I actually was behind Kale, I believe I said, what was it? I said oh no, that's not something that wasn't in. That's not in Mouther's character. I said that just out at random. That's because I was thinking to myself, all right, he's got the dagger in one hand. He's behind him. He's just going to stab him right through the neck. And then I kind of thought, he's a chaotic good. So, it's still got that character, and it's nice to develop these people.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
That's
really
about it.
impressed that we randomly generated all these characters and they're developing their stories. And half the other characters that we randomly generated haven't even made it to the scene, and some of them are, I would say, even more interesting. So I think
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
in the upcoming episodes, the plot's going to thicken. There's going to be some introduction mechanics as far as how we introduce other characters into the party.
Mhm.
So we'll have a lot. I think even as we go into future adventures, there'll be so many characters to choose from. You'll actually get to form up different mixes of parties, which should be pretty fun. Kind of like a video game style of play where you can pick and choose almost like mercenary style.
Yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
see. So that's we'll keep mixing it up, keep incorporating the audience was one of my favorite parts, especially the naming and stuff was really fun. So
Yeah, so
Love
thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Been Wayward Dice. And also, don't forget, on the bottom panel area, we have the link to our YouTube channel where we upload every single video that we do on Twitch. And second, we do have an email. You can send character ideas, you can send concept ideas, just kind of anything you think of, comments, whatever you want. You can send us an email, and that's waywarddicerpt@gmail.com.
Right.
So, anyone else have any last words to say?
let's close it
No?
out.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
All have
See you
a
next
great-
Saturday.
Yeah. See you next Saturday. Have a great night.